The last spot in the Eastern Conference playoffs is up for grabs tonight at the Kia Center in Orlando, Florida, as the Magic play host to the Charlotte Hornets in the penultimate game of the 2026 NBA play-in tournament. The winner tonight earns a trip to the playoffs, and as the number 8 seed in the East, a first-round series with the top-seeded Detroit Pistons. And hello, one and all, I'm Matthew Owens. Welcome to Orlando. Thanks for having us in for the final game of the play-in tournament on the Eastern Conference side of things. Later tonight on the channel, it's the final game on the Western Conference side of the play-in tournament between the Golden State Warriors and the Phoenix Suns. A trip to the playoffs on the line for Orlando and Charlotte. And this season has been, in many ways, very different for both of these teams, starting with Charlotte, who came in with not a lot of expectations. They haven't made the playoffs in a decade. That's the longest active drought in the NBA, and it didn't look like they were going to be anywhere close to sniffing the postseason this year either at the start, but boy, had they ever turned it on really since the calendar flipped to 2026. Since the start of the new year, they've compiled an incredible record of 34-16. They're 15-7 since the start of March. Charles Lee is the second-year head coach of the Hornets, and he is most definitely in Coach of the Year conversation because of what he has done with this Charlotte team, who made it into the play-in ranked 9th in the Eastern Conference. That meant they had to play a home elimination game on Tuesday night against Miami to win just to make it to this point, and what a wild game that was, down 4 in the final seconds. They made some big shots, including Kobe White hitting a three-pointer to tie and force overtime. Then a wild overtime period saw them lose the lead in the final seconds because of a foul by LaMelo Ball on a three-point shooter, only for Ball to come back and hit the game-winning layup in the final seconds. So Charlotte, one win away from making the playoffs for the first time since 2016. Their season has exceeded expectations. They hope to continue it tonight. On the other side, Orlando, the season for the Magic, it has been well below what expectations were for this Orlando team, who made it through the play-in last year by playing and winning just one game in the play-in to be the number 7 seed in the East. They gave Boston a good game in their first-round series last year, and a lot of people looked at this Magic team with all of the talent that they already had, like Paolo Banchero and Jalen Suggs and Wendell Carter and the Wagner brothers. Then they added Desmond Bane in the offseason, and everyone started talking about real heavy, deep playoff run expectations for this Orlando squad. It has not turned out that way. They finished the regular season 45-37. That ranked just 8th in the Eastern Conference. There is turmoil inside the locker room of this team. A lot of talk about the future of their head coach, Jamal Mosley, whether they win and advance into the playoffs or whether they don't. Not a lot of people expect him back next year. They played on the road in Philadelphia on Wednesday night. If they would have won that game, they automatically would have advanced to the playoffs as the 7th seed, but they lost in Philadelphia. Now they have to play an elimination game tonight, but they get it on their home floor against a Charlotte team that they beat only once in the regular season. The Hornets 3-1 against the Magic in the regular year. All 4 of those games decided by double digits. We'll see how this one goes here tonight. Season's on the line for the Hornets and the Magic. JT is alongside for tonight's festivities. He's got banana ball on one screen, easy for me to say. And JT, here we go. You thought March Madness was a crazy time of year, but oh my goodness, now it's NBA and Stanley Cup playoff time, and here we go.
It's a new month and some things change, but one thing doesn't. JT's sleep schedule is going to go out of the window because I need to be up in 8 hours and 21 minutes to broadcast a 9.5-hour day. Yay. If you want to scan the QR code, Math, you could end up winning the Banana Ball Championship with airfares, hotels and everything. Oh, wow, look at that. I mentioned earlier, Matthew, that I've got an American drink alongside me today.
Okay.
It is here, and I can tell you that it is Sadi D.
Goodness gracious. More chicanery with JT as we go on. Ready to go.
It was a car crash before we even started, viewers.
It was. It really was. Ready to go. This game determines the number 8 seed in the Eastern Conference. They'll move on into the main NBA playoff bracket to play a best-of-7 first-round series against top-seeded Detroit. Loser is eliminated. These two finished separated by just one game in the regular season standings. Orlando 45-37, Charlotte 44-38. The Hornets off an overtime win at home against Miami on Tuesday night. Orlando lost at Philadelphia on Wednesday night. Well, we talked about March Madness. We mentioned it a moment ago. This has a March Madness kind of feel to it. This is one game to keep your season alive. One loss ends it all. As Wendell Carter Jr. will jump center with Moussa Diabate of Charlotte. And away we go in Orlando. It will be a magical night for one of these teams. Away we go. The winner becomes the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference playoffs. Paolo Banchero up top feeds a pass off the left wing, catching the ball while standing out of bounds is Jalen Suggs. It's an Orlando turnover on their first possession. Mark Davis, along with Sean Wright and Justin Van Dane, are the officials tonight as Brandon Miller dribbles the ball into the front court for Charlotte, directs a bounce pass to his left. LaMelo Ball centers for the rookie Con Knippel. Rookie of the Year candidate feeds it right. Diabate on the elbow. Shovels it back to the outside. LaMelo Ball on the drive. Steps back. Right elbow. One-leg fadeaway jumper. Missed it short. Rebound was tapped by Diabate, and we've got a foul on the floor, and it's going against Charlotte. Or is it? It might be going against Orlando. 36
It feels weird
seconds in.
not pressing a foul button, Matthew.
We might have to get that on for the later rounds of the playoffs. Who knows? Foul was on Orlando, so the Hornets inbound far side front court. Miles Bridges gets it in. Diabate hands it off, and now we do get a whistle and a foul against Charlotte. This is an illegal screen. Back screen set by Bridges. Was a moving screen, and both teams have turned it over on their first trip up the floor. So here come the Magic. From our right to our left, Jalen Suggs directs it up top. Banchero, dribble handoff on the right wing. Desmond Bane, back for Banchero, inside the arc, down with the dribble, slices into the paint. Fadeaway jumper in the mid-range is good, and Banchero gets the scoring started. Best player on this Orlando team, 22 points and over 8 rebounds and 5 assists per game. Brandon Miller, a stutter step off right wing, got to the elbow, whipped it outside. Bridges launches a straight on three, barely grazed the front of the rim. Rebound tapped around by Diabate and Carter. Suggs ends up on the floor. It's out of bounds. Off of Suggs, it'll stay with Charlotte. Already a 3-ball taken by the Hornets, and they will take a lot. They took over 50 on Tuesday night in the overtime win over Miami. They ranked first in the NBA in three-pointers made per game, third in three-point attempts. As Ball on the inbound underneath, Bridges makes the catch and goes up and dunks it down, and the Hornets get their first basket. It's 2-2. Banchero at the other end hands it off for Franz Wagner. Curls in from the right, kicks it on the left wing. Desmond Bane lets a three fly. Halfway down it popped out. Rebound Diabate, collected towards Miller. Diagonal outlet for Knippel. Knippel puts it on the deck, leans into a bank jumper off the left lane line. Glass and rim miss. Rebound Magic. Here comes Desmond Bane and Orlando. And Bane hits the accelerator, goes to the rim. Layup goes off the back of the rim. It won't go, but the basket will count. It was deflected on the rim, so it's a basket interference call that gives the Magic a 4-2 lead. Talked about the expectations of this Orlando team at the start of the season. Getting Desmond Bane in the offseason from Memphis was supposed to be a move that really put Orlando over the top. They were not a good three-point shooting team last year. They thought Bane coming in would make them a better team from three, as Brandon Miller, speaking of threes, he snaps the net on a straight-on hit, and Charlotte leads 5-4. Here come the Magic again. Banchero up the top of the arc. Crossover dribble on Miller. Gets in the lane. Goes to the rim. Strong banks it up and home. Banchero with a strong finish at 6-5 Magic. Now, we talk about they don't shoot and make a lot of threes, Orlando, but what they do very well is get to the free throw line with tough drives on the inside, like Banchero just did there. Here's Miller outside left, slings a pass inside. Diabate goes up to the rim and has it rejected by Banchero, who's been everywhere offensively and defensively in the first couple of minutes. Here's Suggs, jab step to the foul line. Fadeaway jumper in the mid-range is good over Knippel's defense. And it's an 8-5 Orlando lead. Here comes LaMelo Ball. Reversal off the right wing. Bridges lines up a three. Hits off the back of the rim. No good. A rebound to Franz Wagner and Orlando. And here comes Suggs accelerating into the front court at the foul line. Twirls it back outside. Wagner trailing. Works his way in. Into the chest of Miller he goes. And he hits a layup off glass. And a timeout taken by Charles Lee and the Hornets. And a good start for the Magic on their home floor. A 10-5 Magic lead. And Paolo Banchero here in the early moments doing what Orlando needs him to do, and that's be the best player on the floor, and he has been that so many times for this Magic team this season. In his 4th year in the league, and he has blossomed into a tremendous player, as everyone knew he would be one day out of Duke University. Had 18 points against Philadelphia in the play-in tournament loss on Wednesday. And he knows he can be better than what he was Wednesday night. So just to talk a little bit more about these two teams shooting threes particularly, they are in many ways polar opposites of each other, especially in that long-range shooting department. Mention the Hornets are a team that rank 1st and 3rd in the league in three-point makes and three-point attempts per game, respectively. They make 16.5 a game. They attempt just over 43 threes per game. But Orlando, they only take 34 a game from beyond the arc. That ranks 22nd. They rank 24th in three-point makes per game at under 12 per contest. But as we mentioned, this is an Orlando team that will get to the free throw line a lot with strong drives to the interior. They love to get to the free throw line. They led the NBA both in free throw attempts and free throws made. Paolo Banchero, player that gets to the free throw line more than just about anyone. He averages 8 foul shot attempts per game, 4th in the association. Again, it is a doubleheader night here on the channel with do or die play-in games with the Suns and the Warriors coming up after we get finished with this game, with the winner becoming the number 8 seed in the West to get a first-round series against Oklahoma City, the world champion Thunder. Plug NBA Playoff with us in the chat section. Glad to have you with us. Saw you in the comments earlier this week. Glad to have you with us once again.
What am I just watching here? They just used the injury cart as a drum kit, a moving drum kit. Okay. Incredible scenes.
Oh, JT loves it.
I was questioning what was happening. I was wondering why the guy in the announcer booth had an axe while dancing, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. That is right.
They very nearly broke a shelf as well.
By the way, if you want some behind-the-scenes looks at things, follow me.
I know what you're gonna do.
Follow me on the TikTok at Matthew Owens PXP. I have become a person on the TikTok. Who would have ever seen that coming? Truly, no one. As we get play back underway, Charlotte inbounding out of that timeout taken by Charles Lee. Good start for the Magic. Hornets attacking from our left to our right. White uniforms, teal numbers, deep purple trim. Bridges swings it up top. Miller, and another illegal screen set by a Hornet. That time Diabate trying to set a pick up high, and it's another offensive foul and a Charlotte turnover. So the Magic will bring it up again with Suggs, playing catch on the perimeter with Banchero. Feeds it left to Franz Wagner, who missed 48 games this season due to injury. Finds Banchero. Pull-up jumper left baseline, swirled around the rim, missed. Rebound Charlotte, up the floor Miller, turns it back to a trailing Knipple. He steps into a right wing three that clatters off the rim, no good. Rebound down to Orlando. Bain into the front court. Back to Banchero. Swings it left on the perimeter. Carter. Entry feed Wagner. Mid-post left. Turns around Miller. Goes to the rim. Missed the runner. Glass and rim. But Wendell Carter was there on the offensive rebound of the stick back. And it's the Magic ahead by 7. 4 minutes gone. Miller at the other end. Screen from Diabate. Miller had it poked away by Carter, and then Miller tried to recover and could not. It slips off his fingertips out of bounds, and the Hornets turning it over a lot here in the first 4 minutes. That should have been a foul on LaMelo Ball on that Carter put-back dunk at the other end. That's a missed opportunity at a three-point play there. As here's Suggs creeping into the front court off the third Charlotte turnover. Gets right elbow, wrapped it up top. Banchero fakes the three, drives the closeout by Bridges, wraps it underneath the rim, and Carter explodes on his trampoline bounce up top to slam it down at the other end. A whistle. Foul going against Orlando. And what a start for the Magic, and what a start for Paolo Banchero. As I said, he is here, there, and everywhere on offense and defense right now for the Magic. All 5 Orlando starters have scored. Banchero's got 4 points and a pretty assist right there. Sion James into the game for the first time for Charlotte. Rookie out of Duke. Brandon Miller inbounds up top to the 7-footer rookie out of Creighton, Ryan Kalkbrenner. Handoff on the perimeter. Ball threads a bounce pass. James, short corner right, works inside, bounces it on the perimeter. Drive inside by Bridges with the right hand, a sweet move, and he glances it off glass, up and in on the driving layup, and Charlotte needed a basket, and it's given to them by Miles Bridges, who had 28 points against Miami on Tuesday night. At the other end, Desmond Bain running floater off the left lane line, came up short. Rebound, Sion James ahead. Miller deep, straight on three. Off the heel, no good. Rebound on the back tap, controlled by the Magic. Suggs pushes it ahead, two-handed pass into the far right corner. Banchero puts his bat to his defender, Bridges. Wants to post him up, mid-post right, spins on the baseline. Bridges stays with him. Lofted back to the perimeter, Suggs again. Banchero a screen. Suggs elevates for three. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound Miller. Outletted right side of the floor. Ball hits the accelerator, goes to the rim, hooks it into the left corner. James back up top. Miller right wing three, slashes down. Brandon Miller rips the cords from downtown, and already Charlotte's taken 6 threes and made 2 of them. At the other end, Carter stops top of the circle, triggers a pass off the left wing. Banchero steps back, he's left alone, he'll try a three, comes up off the side of the rim. Ball with the rebound for Charlotte, who did have his foul on Bam Adebayo on Tuesday night upgraded during the week to a flagrant foul. He takes a big running start down the lane and missed a flip shot. Rebound, got touch back out to the midcourt line. Suggs picked it up and came the other way, and he hits a long jumper off right wing that might be a two-pointer. His foot may have just been on the line, and they do count it as a 2. Wild sequence there midway through the first quarter. 16-10 lead for Orlando, as you see. Bridges, a reversal on the perimeter. Up top is Kalkbrenner, holds by his left hip, turns, hands off for Ball, trying to fight through the defensive Suggs. He does. Ball steps back, lets a three fly, comes up short. He missed a lot of threes on Tuesday night. Charlotte as a team missed a lot of threes Tuesday night. Banchero at the foul line at the other end, puts it back to a trailing Carter, and Carter swishes a straight-on three. And the Magic, who don't make a lot, as we mentioned a moment ago, are hitting some threes here early. At the other end, Ball outside right, drives in at Banchero, swings it to the left corner. Miller, head fake, gets a defender to blow by. He takes a three, it misses. James tapped the rebound. Banchero comes up with it. Here come the Magic one more time. Banchero stops on the left arc, puts his head down, drives in, shovels it into the left corner. Carter's free to fire another three, and he sinks it again. Wendell Carter with back-to-back three-point hits. 22-10 lead for Orlando, as Carter has hit a couple in a row. Magic fans to their feet, and we've got a whistle and a foul away from the ball against Orlando here. It's on the floor against Suggs, and the Magic are on an 8-0 run. And what a pass that was by Banchero to find Carter in the corner. Wendell Carter, first-round pick some 8 years ago by Chicago, now with the Magic. 32% three-point shooter in the regular season, but he's 2 of 2 to start tonight. That last foul did go against Orlando and against Jalen Suggs. Tristan Da Silva into the game along with Anthony Black and Goga Bataze for the first time for the Magic. Meanwhile, for Charlotte, Grant Williams and Kobe White check in along with the former Tennessee Volunteer Grant Williams. Inbound far side front court. Kobe White, who hit enormous shots Tuesday night, feeds it to Kalkbrenner, top of the arc. He finds Miller on a perimeter handoff. Miller curls in from the right. He gets doubled. Da Silva trying to reach in and grab it away. He can't. Miller swings it left, and another turnover by the Hornets as James could not get that pass out of his hands in time, and it turns into a shot clock violation. And it's 4 first quarter turnovers for the Hornets. And they do turn it over a lot, more than 15 times a game, which is bottom quarter of the league. Here's Black curling in from the right, hooks it across the lane. On the lane line, Banchero fakes right, goes left on a spin, fadeaway jumper, and the paint is good. 10 straight Orlando points, 24-10. The Magic in front. Kobe White behind the back dribble as he brings it into the front court. The Magic defense are swarming right now. White with a bounce pass to his left. Miller return for White on a leave. Kalkbrenner high screen. White bullets a pass into the left corner. James doesn't shoot. Da Silva defends. Kicked out on a bounce. Miller late shot clock again. Miller's pass batted into the air. Da Silva swats it forward towards Suggs. Ends up out of bounds, and it ends up in another shot clock violation against Charlotte. 2 in a row. And the Magic defense getting it done here in this first quarter. Every which way. That was Suggs who thwarted the pass attempt of Miller late in the clock. So a 10-0 Magic run. They lead 24-10. And here's Orlando back into the front court with Suggs. Hooks a pass on the perimeter. Banchero. Oh! Lashes down a left wing three, and it just continues for the Magic from deep. Timeout, Charlotte. Paulo Banchero sticks it from deep. And Orlando's all over Charlotte. 13 straight points and a 27-10 lead as the Magic doing what they don't often do, playing the Adele, rolling in the deep early in this play-in elimination game. JT, good start for the Magic, and of course the Magic would be, if I'm not mistaken, would be a team that you and JB got to call 2 games of earlier in the season.
Indeed, and well, the Hornets are being stung at the moment, Matthew Owens. And Orlando are indeed using their magic. There is 2 for 2, because why not? Yeah, we did have 2 games. Can I remember anything that happened? No. But yes, me and JB did do 2 games earlier on. It was the Berlin and London game.
Yes, and it would have been the Orlando Magic against the Memphis Grizzlies, as it were.
Indeed. Matthew?
Yes.
Can you care to explain what is happening right here?
Oh, heavens. What in the wide world? So if you're new to the channel, when there is a banana ball game going on, we've got JT, official super fan of the Savannah Bananas, and he is watching a game. He is sharing his screen. There is someone by the third baseline on a pink unicycle, and the announcers up in the booth, one was wielding a weapon, an axe. Now what in the world are they doing? Oh, he's jumping on top of the shoulders of a man. Here's someone in a kilt. Standing on the standing on the dugouts and dancing wildly.
Hold on.
Ay, ay, ay. You just never know what's going to happen. I'll say this. This is my first NBA game in a while. Of course, stepped away from everything else during March Madness to cover March Madness. And, I mean, good gracious, the pace of an NBA game versus a college game is, we all know it's different. The NBA games are so much quicker, but good Lord, when you step away, I mean, this is probably the first NBA game I've done since probably earlier, mid-February. When you step away from doing the NBA for such a long time and then you come back into it, the pace is just striking. So forgive me if I'm falling behind the action. Magic not falling behind anything here as Charlotte inbounds to restart play here. Magic are on a 13-0 run to get that 17-point lead that you see on your screen. Grant Williams handles the ball up top for Charlotte. Looks to his right. Banchero stripped him. Williams recovered. Shoveled back White. Another late shot clock. White with a direct drive up the middle, and his running layup is rejected by Batadze. Out of bounds off Batadze. It'll stay with Charlotte, but the shot clock is inside of 1 second. Goga Batadze out of Georgia. It's the country, not the state or the college. White will inbound 1.1 of the timer in. Diabate, long two-point jumper off inside the right arc. Swirling miss, no good. Battle for the rebound, though. Yields a whistle and a foul on Batadze, who was jousting on the inside with Sion James. And a foul called against the Magic. Charlotte catching a break right there. White will inbound near side front court. Lobs it in over the head of Diabate, who has to reverse to get it off the left side of the floor. Now back to White on the midcourt logo. Screen comes from Diabate. Batadze switches on to White, who drives in. Downhill, a drive to the rim. Missed the layup, too strong. Batadze the rebound. Outletted to Silva. Diagonally ahead for Black. Flipped off the right wing for Banchero. Handoff on the perimeter. Suggs threads a bounce pass to Banchero. He fumbled it initially. Recovers out of the far left corner. Now Banchero swings it back up top. Black stops top of the arc. Lets a three go. Misses too strong. Diabate is there for the rebound for Charlotte. Outletted for Kobe White, who will set the offense. White takes a screen, up top, dribbles to the foul line, in the paint, bounce pass across the lane, Diabate back up top, James a straight-on three, and he knocks it down. Nothing but the nylon on the three by Sion James. Only had 2 points in 13 minutes off the bench on Tuesday night against Miami. He's got more than that on that one shot alone. Suggs swings it on the perimeter. Batadze, top of the circle. Turns it back for Banchero. Banchero drives in from the left. A muscular drive to the rim, and he lays it up and in, plus a foul. As Banchero gets a good bounce. Gets it to drop in, and he's fouled. Diabate and Williams converged on him. See which one gets called for the foul, but it's a chance at a three-point play for Banchero, who has had a terrific first quarter. He's got 11 points in this quarter, does Banchero. He had 18 for the entirety of the game Wednesday night. That foul was on Williams. Banchero hits the and one free throw. 30-13 start for the Magic. Kobe White will bring it back up for Charlotte. White uniforms, teal numbers, deep purple trim, white shorts with teal horizontal stripes down the middle. Miller has a Diabate up top, feeds White, and we've got a whistle and another Charlotte turnover. They have been plagued with turnovers in this first quarter, and it's Grant Williams who commits an illegal screen, offensive foul. Now these turnovers are loading up already. 6 now for the Hornets. And now we've got a foul away from the ball going against Charlotte. Sion James Contact in the left corner against Franz Wagner. James called for the foul. And Anthony Black heads over to inbound the ball in front of the Charlotte bench, but right there by Black and the official is the Charlotte head coach Charles Lee, and he is obviously displeased by the start of his team, and he's taking out some anger on the official. On the inbound, Bataze hands it off to Silva, drives up the middle. Oh, running hook shot! Skies in for De Silva. Tristan De Silva, second-year player out of Colorado with a basket. Kobe White at the other end gets in the paint. Kicks it into the left corner. Wagner's all over Williams. Centered up top, James. Back around the horn this way, White in the corner. He gets contacted and fouled by De Silva on the floor. (32-13) Orlando outscoring Charlotte in the paint right now, 20-4. As this is a runaway in the first quarter. Free throws for Kobe White. And he knocks down the first, 82% foul shooter. For White, who had 19 points in 26 minutes off the bench Tuesday night in the win over Miami. Started the season with Chicago, did White, played 29 games with the Bulls, then came over to the Hornets, where he played 21 games. Tuesday night was his 22nd. Makes both free throws, 32-15 as we approach the final minute of this first quarter. Anthony Black into the front court for Orlando to our left. Wagner top of the circle in the lane, dumps it off, and going to the rim and easily laying it in is Jamal Cain. Cain, who had 15 minutes against Philadelphia on Wednesday with the basket. At the other end, Con Knippel goes to work on offense for the first time tonight, and he leans into the body of Cain and draws a foul from the left elbow, and that will get Knippel to the line. Talked about Charlotte and how much they struggled shooting from three on Tuesday night, and this is a team, as we talked about, they will take a lot of threes, and even if they're not dropping, they will continue to just throw them up. Knippel misses the first free throw. They attempted 56 threes on Tuesday night. They were 18 of 56, and Knippel, who is a Rookie of the Year contender because he led the league in total three-pointers made as a rookie, did not make one against Miami on Tuesday. He missed all 6 that he took. Hits the second free throw. He only had 6 points. It was really poor game for Knippel, who, as mentioned, he and his former Duke teammate Cooper Flagg are the two front-runners for Rookie of the Year. Orlando on offense, top of the circle. Bataze shoveled it back, taken by Black, darted in. Bataze underneath, goes up strong, squeezes it in off glass, plus the foul, and Bataze has a chance at a three-point play. The foul is on Diabate. And everything that could go wrong for the Hornets in this first quarter to this point has. And again, Diabate, not the biggest down there playing the 5. And Bataze, a lot bigger and a lot thicker than him. And one free throw is good, 37-16. The Magic in front by 21. Charlotte into the front court, one of the highest scoring teams in the NBA all season long. They've only been able to muster 16 points in this first quarter. Bridges back on the floor, flips it to the left for White. White drives up the middle, stops in the lane, lost the ball, got it back, turned it into the left corner. Bridges late shot clock, has to fire on a fadeaway. Glass and rim miss. Rebound Orlando with Franz Wagner. About a 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Wagner into the front court. Mentioned he missed 48 games this year due to injury, a high ankle sprain. He also injured his left knee in the final minute Wednesday night, but is on the floor tonight. Gives for Bain up top. Swings it right. Wagner's left alone. Lets a 3 fly. Clatters off the rim. Kane an offensive rebound. Shovels it back up with Knippel on top of him defensively. And a foul is called on Knippel and Charlotte with only 3 seconds left in the quarter. And as I said, Anything that could go wrong for the Hornets in this quarter has, and that is a fitting way to end the quarter right there, with Jamal Cain getting an offensive rebound and then just being in the perfect position to throw up a shot that didn't have a chance of going down, but with Knipple on him defensively, a foul is called. So free throws for Jamal Cain, fourth-year player out of Marquette, misses the first free throw. One more at the line here for Cain. Just turned 27 last month, originally out of Pontiac, Michigan. Averaged 12 minutes a game off the bench for the Magic this year. Hits the second free throw. Charlotte the inbound. Miller in the backcourt will hoist it up from beyond midcourt at the buzzer. That's no good. And that brings it into the first quarter, and Orlando is up a large margin. A whole lot to not a lot. 38-16. The score at the end of the first quarter. The Magic off and running away from the Charlotte Hornets in this do-or-die game. So the Hornets will have to regroup. Their season on the line, and they sit 22 points down. At the end of the first, take a look at some facts and figures from that first quarter. The Magic shot the ball 67% from the field in those first 12 minutes. Charlotte, just 5 of 20 from the floor, 3 of 11 from 3. Orlando +5 on the glass. 6 Charlotte turnovers led to 11 Orlando points, and the Magic outscored the Hornets in the paint 24-4. In fact, the Magic had more paint points than the Hornets had total points. In one of the worst quarters of the year, you'd have to say, for Charlotte. I believe JT has something queued up and ready to show.
Your call on this play, please, Matthew.
Here we go. It is Davis on the mound, a southpaw. He delivers, and it's swung on and lined towards right. It's gloved at second, and between the legs throw is caught between the legs. The ninja umpire signals out. It is a trick play that goes the way of the Slim Jim team. A diving stab on the outfield grass, then a between-the-legs throw and a between-the-legs catch. You'll score that 4-3 in your scorecards at home.
And believe it or not, because they both caught it between the legs, that's a double trick play, so that counts twice. It's a double
trick play.
Incredible scenes.
Just amazing.
What is happening here? Has it gone in? What?
All right.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Magnificent. Truly inspirational. By the way, you know what's really inspirational?
The new score bug?
Yes. Score bug's very nice. Only 37 days until the 110th running of the Indianapolis 500-mile race. You know how I know that, JT?
Go on.
Because our guy Omi sent me a DM today. Hello, Oracle, he said in all caps. How many days till the 500? Just randomly thought of it in my head, so I thought I'd come and ask. Well, he knows where to come when he needs a question about the Indianapolis 500 answered.
That is incredible.
It is.
And I'm also enjoying looking at my audio levels on OBS and seeing that my microphone is actually transmitting at a decent volume for once. Look at that.
just about set to get the second quarter started. LaMelo Ball dribbles into the front court for Charlotte, attacking in this second quarter from our left to our right, trailing by 22 around the horn, guided along for Knipple, and we have another Charlotte turnover. Offensive foul away from the ball committed by Ryan Kalkbrenner, and the Hornets commit their 7th turnover in less than 13 minutes of game time here. Charlotte coming apart at the seams here to start this elimination game. Magic on the ball. Shot 67% from the field in the first quarter. Here's Bain down the lane. Dumps it off underneath. Bataze made a tough catch. Defenders all around him. Turns it back outside at the foul line. Kane with a jumper that was blocked. He thought he got fouled, and eventually a whistle is blown, and a foul is called on Charlotte's Josh Green. And it'll be Kane in the act of shooting who drew the foul, and it'll be 2 free throws for Kane. A very busy time of year on this channel, and we are so excited for it. It is NBA and Stanley Cup playoff season as Jamal Cain hits his first free throw. The NBA playoffs officially begin tomorrow. Play-in tournament is not considered the playoffs. Don't ask why. So tomorrow, both the NBA and Stanley Cup playoffs officially start. As Kane hits his second free throw here on the channel tomorrow, we'll have Game 1 between the Senators and the Hurricanes in the Stanley Cup playoffs. We'll have Game 1 of an NBA playoff series between the Nuggets and the Timberwolves, as we've got another whistle and a foul. This is against Orlando. And then tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, back to the Stanley Cup playoffs. Game 1 between the Flyers and the Penguins in the Keystone Clash between Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. We'll also have the Copa del Rey final tomorrow between Atletico Madrid and Real Sociedad. So it is a quadruple header of action for you on the channel tomorrow. 3 o'clock for Ottawa, Carolina. 3 o'clock for the Copa del Rey final. 3:30 for Minnesota, Denver. 8 o'clock for Philadelphia, Pittsburgh. Charlotte on the inbound. Knipple to his left, drives his way down the lane, and then stops in the middle of the lane with a running floater that goes down for Knipple. Out of Wisconsin, played at Duke University last year. Goga Bataze, outside left, turns, hands off, Kane. Flips it to Black, off right wing, back for Kane. Now into the right corner. Kane looks to work his way inside, and he's called for a travel. That never happens in the NBA. It's a magic
travel in the NBA, what's that?
I tell you. That's like seeing a dinosaur. Knipple inbounds far side backcourt into LaMelo Ball. Ball into the front court with Black defending. Ball one-hands a pass to the top of the arc. Knipple, high screen Kalkbrenner. Knipple steps into a left wing three and swishes it down. Knipple finally gets a 3 to drop after missing all 6 that he took from beyond the arc Tuesday night. Knocks that one down. 4th 3 of the game for Charlotte. We know they need a lot of threes to fall. They're 4 of 11 so far. Desmond Bain, pull-up jumper just beyond the foul line, misses. Tap of the rebound was controlled by Orlando, but we've got a whistle as Black was able to control it from Bridges. And then after the rebound by Anthony Black, we've got a foul going against Charlotte.
Someone tell that Magic player that the whistle had blown like 10 seconds before. That 3 will not count.
Yeah, it's a delay of game, isn't it? Yep, delay of game, the violation there. Magic will inbound near side front court. Black gets it in, near left corner. Franz Wagner backs his way in on Knipple. Wagner on the left lane line. Continues to twist and turn his way inside. Hook shot goes off the back of the rim and drops in. There was a foul as well on Knipple, and they're going to count the basket from Wagner. A chance at a three-point play for Franz Wagner. I'm telling you what, everything is going down right now for Orlando. They are still shooting 65% from the field. Wagner from Berlin, Germany, played collegiately at the University of Michigan. Knocks down the and one free throw. Magic lead 43-21. LaMelo Ball dribbles from left to right into the front court. Picked up defensively by Anthony Black. Ball drifts to his left, tries to get free to Bridges. He does. Bridges kicks up top. Knipple, reversal into the right corner. 3 up Green, misses too strong. Wagner finds the rebound for the Magic, and here they come again. Wagner puts his head down, drives in at Bridges. There's contact. It's an offensive foul. Bridges draws the charge against Wagner, and it's an Orlando turnover. Their third. And we might be getting a challenge from Jamal Mosley, perhaps. He put that index finger in the air in a circular motion, and we'll see if we get a challenge here. And we will. Coach's challenge by Orlando's Jamal Mosley. And you know what I love about the NBA, JT? You don't have to wonder if it's a challenge or an appeal. It's all the same. Thank goodness. Thank heavens. It is all the same. So Jamal Mosley challenges.
Does that mean, Matthew, I can do this?
Uh-oh. Well, indeed, it does mean that you can do that again. It's been a long time, I know. You missed it,
has
didn't you?
been a long time, yeah.
Yeah, he really missed the lime green. I don't even know if that is that lime green or is that electric green.
I don't know.
Glad to have everyone with us tonight. Doubleheader night here on the channel of NBA play-in tournament action. Again, we've got Golden State and Phoenix coming up from the Valley of the Sun, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Winner gets the 8th seed in the West. And again, we talked about the quadruple header tomorrow that we've got for you, as we'll be going hockey, soccer, basketball, hockey again.
What is happening? Okay.
Oh, wow, we've got kids rolling tire. Oh, we have a kid in the tire. A kid is in the tire. That could only happen if Ryan Blaney's pit crew was doing pit work. Oh, Ryan Blaney's pit crew has screwed up something again because we have a child in a tire.
I don't think they were children, Matthew.
4 new Goodyear Eagles on that one.
Oh, God.
Yes, we talked about the quadruple header tomorrow, but then I make a NASCAR mention, so I have to tell you that Sunday here on the channel, NASCAR Cup Series is in action in Kansas City. The Advent Health 400 for the NASCAR Cup Series, race 9 of the year.
Ryan Blaney might need to get some help from Advent Health if his pit crew do their thing again.
They have made a change to the
Ryan Blaney's pit crew haven't really been on the high point the last couple of weeks, have they?
Very good. Very good. We'll have that for you at 2 o'clock on Sunday. Then at 5:30, it's the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach for the Indy cars. And then at 9 o'clock Sunday night, back to NBA playoff action with Game 1 between the Portland Trailblazers and the San Antonio Spurs.
Look at how the graphic comes up on the screen.
Uh-oh. Let's see how the...
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh! Those are some professional graphics. And so are these, just getting flashed back onto your screen. We're going to get the verdict here on the Orlando challenge, and again, on the floor it was called a charge, and it stays that. So the coach's challenge by Jamal Mosley is no good, but at the other end, the Hornets have committed another turnover. These turnovers are just getting out of control right now. Ball is called for the offensive foul. And it's going back to the Magic again. So here comes Orlando into the offensive end of the floor. Desmond Bain, bounce pass on the perimeter. Outside right, taken by Black. Holds by his left hip. Black flips it to the top of the circle. Bataze back outside. Desmond Bain, shot clock winding down. Bain, high dribble, lost it at the foul line. There's another Orlando turnover. Knipple with the steal. Ahead for Charlotte, Kobe White. Back to a trailing ball. Fakes a right wing three. Flashes inside. Hooks it into the left corner. Bridges up for three. Comes up short. Rebound Anthony Black and Orlando. Outlet it up the far side of the floor. Good feed. Wagner to the rim. Kane diving in and lays it home. Jamal Kane with a transition two for the Magic. Here's Ball at the other end. Staggers his way in for the left. Running floater is good. That shot will not count. Foul is first. Called against the Magic's Anthony Black. What a pass that was. No look feed right between a couple of defenders by Wagner. Kane on the dive. Orlando just playing really sound basketball right now. Kane goes to the bench to get a breather. Good minutes from Jamal Kane here early in this second quarter. White inbounds far side front court into Ball. Ball will set the offense. Suggs back on the floor for the Magic defensively. He draws up on Ball. White out for the ball here, and Ball's bounce pass to him, knocked out of bounds by Black. It'll stay with Charlotte. Shot clock at 9, as you see. And the Hornets will inbound. Orlando defensively have dug their heels in so far in the first quarter and change, and have not allowed the Hornets anything. Inbound to the backcourt for Kobe White. White into the front court. Bounce pass was deflected back to him. Now White will drive in, dumps it off. Kalkbrenner at the rim! Pushed it up, and it's blocked by Black. It's another shot clock violation. The third time Charlotte's turned it over on a 24-second violation. It's their 9th total turnover. As Anthony Black at 6'7" rejects the shot from the 7-footer Kalkbrenner. Thank you, JT. Suggs into the front court. Feeds it up top. Carter dribbles left-handed at the top of the circle. Handoff Black. Curls in. Running floater off the back of the rim. Offensive rebound Carter. Comes down underneath the cylinder in a crowd. Muscles it up. Glass and rim miss. Kalkbrenner the rebound. Outlet it on for White. White hits the accelerator. Goes to the hole hard. Flips it up. Off the top of the backboard. It won't go, but we get a foul.
I did not just do that.
What did you do?
The thing that you saw.
Oh my goodness. Foul is on the floor against Carter. And Charlotte will be
yes. It was always bound to happen as someone with a surname of Ball playing basketball.
Off the inbound three. Launched and missed off right wing Williams. Long outlet for Black. Knocked away by White. Stolen by Williams. Outletted Miller. Give and go with Ball. Miller leans into a left wing three and cans it. They need as many of those as they can possibly get. And Brandon Miller hits a transition triple. 21-point Orlando lead. Carter at the top of the key. Handoff Banchero on the perimeter. He'll drive in. Kick out right corner. Suggs lets a three fly. Hard off the side of the rim. No. Black somehow sneaking in. Gets an offensive rebound. Shovels a putback that won't go. But a foul called on White. Will get Black to the free throw line. So hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. White has committed a foul on Black. Black to the free throw line. Foul on White.
I found that much funnier than I should have.
Where on the floor is Josh Green. Just get all the colors of the rainbow on here, huh? Free throw good by Black. Diabate checks back in for Charlotte. Moussa Diabate, who had a big rebounding night against Miami on Tuesday night. He had 14 total rebounds. 8 of them were offensive rebounds. One more at the line for Black. And he knocks down the second. Black hits a pair. 47-24. All Orlando here in this elimination game in the NBA play-in tournament. Brandon Miller up top. A reversal. Williams spots up left arc three. Clatters off the cup, no good. Diabate and Carter slapping at the rebound. It's out of bounds off Carter. Stays with Charlotte. Inbound will come underneath here for the Hornets, who are 23-18 on the road this season. Ball gets it in off the left wing, Diabate. Return for Ball, who nearly stepped out of bounds. Now he gets a screen, comes back to the middle of the floor. Timer at 6, timer at 5. Ball on the drive inside. Hits a running floater, but it's called an offensive foul as he collided into Suggs. Ball is called for the charge. It's yet another Hornets turnover. Suggs got his feet set and draws the charge. And the third foul of this first half for LaMelo Ball, who has had a turbulent week, very up and down week. Missed all of those shots Tuesday night, had the controversial play against Bam Adebayo that was not called a foul on the floor, but was upgraded during the week to a flagrant. Many people said he shouldn't have been able to continue playing in that game. Now tonight, scoreless with 3 fouls before we're even midway through the second quarter. Meanwhile, at the other end of the floor, foul on the floor is called against Charlotte's Brandon Miller. Orlando is in the bonus here. Magic shooting 60% from the field to Charlotte's 29%. Wendell Carter will go to the foul line for the Magic. 10-point first half for Carter. Only had 5 on Wednesday night in the loss at Philadelphia. 2 free throws for Carter, and his first one is off the back of the rim, no good. 79% foul shooter. Magic have missed quite a bit of free throws so far. It's really the only thing they're doing that... the only misstep so far for Jamal Mosley's team, who has outscored Charlotte by nearly a 2-to-1 ratio through about a quarter and a half. One more coming up for Carter at the line. They are 3 of 9 from the foul line so far, the Magic. Carter taking an absolute age to shoot this second free throw. What in the wide world is taking so long?
Get on with it.
Here he goes.
Oh.
And it's good. 48-24. Pressure in the backcourt from Black as the ball is inbounded by Diabate to Miller. Back for White, and Black is all over him as White looks for some space. Cuts out to his right, hard screen, Diabate. White steps back, right wing 3, missed everything. Suggs the rebound for the Magic. He comes high-stepping out of the pile and brings it into the front court. Jab step, top of the arc, no-look swing pass to his right. Banchero on the wing. Takes a screen, drives in hard to the rim, lays it up and in, but it's an offensive foul, is it? It is. Offensive foul on Banchero. Williams draws the charge, and he was outside the restricted area and got the feet set. And Banchero, we've had a ton of offensive fouls in this first half. My goodness. Charlotte still with just 24 points through basically a quarter and a half for a team that averages 116 a game. Knipple trying to get his body around the defender. De Silva pulls up with a right elbow jumper, misses short. Rebound Magic. Suggs into the front court, directs traffic as he sets the offense. Off right wing, screen comes Carter. Suggs gets it to Carter, rolling in, has it slapped away. Down to the floor, Knipple picks up the loose ball. Someone needs to come get it from him. Finally, Diabate does. Outlet it up the right side of the floor. White drives inside, bounce pass on a kick, near right corner, free to fire 3. Williams, no. Rebound Carter, outlet Suggs, a leak out to Banchero, who slams it down. A transition jam for Paolo Banchero as the Magic trigger defense into instant offense. Timeout taken by Charlotte. And it just keeps getting worse for the Hornets. The Magic carrying some sting to their game tonight. 50-24, timeout, Charlotte. My goodness. Magic just blitzing the Hornets from every angle possible tonight. JT, I have to say, I did not expect an absolute runaway like we've gotten here.
Yeah. I could have gone to sleep, but then again, banana ball. But then again, at the moment, the trick plays are separated by 1. And of course, if the away team has more trick plays than the home team, they get an extra point. And it's a 1-point ball game.
So many rules.
So if the tailgaters get 2 trick plays, then they lead 4-2. But if the firefighters walk it off or keep the trick plays off, that don't allow the tailgaters to get trick plays, then we could have a tie game. And of course, this is a knockout game as well, with a playoff spot on the edge. This is very similar to what we've got in the NBA.
It's just a lot of rules. I can't follow all of that.
Basically, if you see the TP between the legs, that's the equalizer point. Boom. Just like that. It happened so quickly, Matthew.
It really does. I would need you to have to explain this to me in motorsports terms, but I forgot we don't like comparing stick and ball to motor and wheel, so I guess we
Indeed.
should stop shy on that. Yes, all week long in NASCAR world, we've been complaining about ratings and complaining about people at the races. We've been complaining about everything, but I was told getting rid of the playoffs would fix all of that. I suppose I was lied to.
Oh, the lights are out. Okay.
Oh boy.
This must look so weird to you, obviously not knowing what this is.
Well, zero context. Absolutely zero. Orlando has outscored... Orlando has more paint points still than Charlotte has total points. The Magic have 30 paint points. The Hornets have 24 total points. Play restarts with Brandon Miller dribbling forward, and he gets slapped across the face inadvertently by Black. Foul is called against Black. Hopefully everyone can hear me. A dog just went skipping across a bunch of wires.
I fortunately or unfortunately cannot can still hear you. Yeah, depending on how you look at it.
I suppose that could be viewed in many ways, yes.
Well, the golden batter got to first.
Here come the Hornets off the trigger end. Miller into the front court, gives it for James. Outside left, bounce pass up top, taking Diabate. Dribbles right, handoff Miller, straight on 3, is down. So Miller cashes in from bonus territory. Makes it a 23-point margin. Miller with his 4th 3. Charlotte doesn't have a lot of threes. 6 of them. Miller's got 4 himself. Suggs, a drive down the middle, gets in deep, kicks left corner. De Silva, shot fake up the baseline, up with a floater. That won't go. Bridges snares the rebound away from Carter. Bridges into the front court for Charlotte. Spins to his outside, behind the back dribble, down the lane, kicks into the far left corner. James spots Knipple up top, gets it to him. Knipple drive and kick. Bridges left in the left corner, fakes the 3, drives inside, muscles it up and in. Pretty ball movement there from Charlotte. They need more of that. Bridges able to push that one down. It's 50-29. Desmond Bain into the front court. Ball handler for Orlando. Steps back top of the key. Feeds it left. Bancaro up for 3. Whistle away from the ball. Foul is called against Charlotte. It's against Sion James. Now that was a quick 5-0 spurt from Charlotte. I cannot recall them putting more than 2 baskets together in a row this entire first half. The Magic have just been relentless, as Carter at the free throw line has that first foul shot drop out. Again, LaMelo Ball on the bench for Charlotte with 3 fouls and 0 points. One more at the line for Carter. Carter has been very strong in this first half. He hits the second free throw. 51-29. Here come the Hornets back on offense with Bridges. Miller able to wriggle free from Carter. Gets the pass off left wing. Dribbles right. Slings it left. Bridges lost the handle. Banchero couldn't get the steal. Carter did. Now Wagner in transition. Shovels it back. Banchero trailing. Goes to the rim. Strong draws a foul and finishes off glass. A 3-point play for Banchero coming up. Foul is on James. The Magic are taking every opportunity they can get to get out in transition. And boy, when they are getting out in transition, they are not missing. Duke on Duke crime right there. Banchero finishing despite the foul by James. And one free throw all the way around the right side of the rim and misses. Here comes Charlotte again, trailing by 24. James handles from the right of the midcourt logo. Screen from Bridges. James dribbles left at the foul line. Shoveled it on the wing. Diabate found Miller. He rises for 3. Can't hit that one. Banchero the rebound. He'll bring those long strides up into the front court. Finds a trailing Bain who cuts in. Left elbow runner. Misses off the back of the rim. Rebound, Miles Bridges and Charlotte. Miller into the front court, tried to return for Bridges, stolen Banchero, lead feet ahead, no one near Desmond Bain, who goes to the rim and lays it in off glass with the left hand. Another transition, too, for the Magic as Bain gets an uncontested one. 55-29. James feeds Knipple off the left. Screen up top, Diabate. Knipple fakes the 3, directs it off the left wing. Bridges nearly stolen by Suggs. Now it is grabbed free by Bain. Those two hit the floor. They play on. No, they don't. Whistle blows to blow play dead after Bain and Bridges started playing Twister on the floor. And eventually the Magic came away with another Charlotte turnover. And in the end, a foul called on Bridges. That is 13 first-half turnovers by the Hornets. And Bridges and Bain going down, and then Bridges wouldn't allow Bain to get back up, and that's why the foul was called. This Orlando defense, they are terrific. Ranked 13th in the league in defensive rating, which is a downslide from what they were last year on defense, as we might be getting a challenge here perhaps. At the very least, we are getting a review. Not sure if it's a challenge, but it is a review. Probably an official initiated review to see if Bridges, if that foul should be upgraded any at all. So we'll have a review here with 3:20 to go.
Yes, Matthew, that is a Piston Cup on the mound.
He did what in his cup?
Stop it. Just stop. We gotta love the Piston Cup making a regular appearance on the mound of the Firefighters, because why not?
So officials at the monitor.
I have them in my ears. I will let you know.
Thank you. JT coming in clutch as always.
I only have the accelerator and the brake. I don't have a clutch.
That's the one on the far left.
Yeah.
This review continues here. And it's a review to see if Bridges should have that foul upgraded any, as he and Bain went down to the floor and then Bridges wouldn't let him up. Again, we've got Warriors and Suns coming up at 10 p.m. Eastern time here on the channel. Elimination game. Winner becomes the 8th seed in the West to take on the top-seeded and reigning champion Oklahoma City Thunder in the first round. First round of the playoffs begins tomorrow in the NBA with a quadruple header. At 1 o'clock, the Raptors in Cleveland to take on the Cavaliers. At 3:30, Timberwolves and Nuggets in Denver. That's here on the channel. At 6, we've got the Hawks and the Knicks at Madison Square Garden. And then at 8:30, the Rockets and the Lakers from Los Angeles. This review is officially taking forever. Again, if you can't figure it out in about 60 or 90 seconds, I think we can move on.
Welcome to the life of VAR in the soccer world,
Yes.
Matthew.
A reminder that the
Yes.
score here is 55-29. But no, let's please take 12 and a half minutes on this review.
I would like to get to bed.
Yes.
And if I wasn't doing this, I would probably be going to sleep in around 13 minutes. But here we are.
Mention that quadruple header on the NBA lineup Saturday, Sunday. It is the other 4 series getting started. At 1 o'clock, the 76ers at the Celtics. At 3:30, the Thunder hosting either Phoenix or Golden State. At 6:30, the Pistons hosting either Charlotte or Orlando. And then at 9 o'clock, the Spurs with Victor Wembanyama hosting the Portland Trailblazers. Yeah. JT's favorite NBA player. Now, him staying up until 5 in the morning to scoreboard that game on the channel, I'm going to say chances of that are slim.
What day is that?
That is for you, 2 a.m. tip-off on Monday morning.
That won't be happening because I will be sleeping. Also, any games on Tuesday night, I will not be here for because I am in London.
London
I am
calling.
going to the big London tent. And
What the
Hard
hell is
Rock
taking
Cafe.
so long here? Can we hurry it up, please?
I don't know. I can tell you about my big London tent experience if you would like.
I mean, what else
Since
are we going to talk about right now?
I'm going to see Alex Warren.
Who's that?
Oh my god. The guy who sung upon review, loose ball foul was correctly judged. However, after the ball, he uses the face across the fist to get himself up. This is unsportsmanlike. Dead ball, technical foul.
Very good. Took a long time to get there, but okay. Now, carry on. Who is Alex Carryweight or whoever you said?
You've never heard of Alex Warren?
No.
Oh my god. You need to leave this broadcast.
Do you know what I
Out
do
of
for
the
a living?
ordinary. You've never heard that.
Do you know what I do for a living, JT? I work what is becoming 16 hours a day, 50 hours a week, and then I come home and do this. Desmond Bain hits his first free throw.
And it's good.
That's what I do, JT. So no, I do not know who. What is it, Alex?
You
what?
have been living under a rock.
Alex Breathwaite?
Where the hell did you get breath
I don't
weight
know.
from?
I've forgotten his name. Who? Alex? Who?
I will show you after the broadcast.
Second free throw is good for Bain. So
And it's good.
First free throw was the technical. These are the two free throws for the foul. So
These free throws have taken 84 years, so at least they're good.
third is good, yes. 58-29. Charlotte into the front court, trying to stop the bleeding, but at this point, they've just about bled out from a very important vessel. Bridges from the top of the arc. Bain all over him defensively. Bridges feeds it right in the corner. Miller, late clock, but we've got a whistle and a foul. Because, yes, let's stop the game yet again. It's fouls on Suggs.
We just had something in the banana ball world, which is completely unheard of in the other baseball world. A batter just stole first, Matthew.
Oh, God. No, you cannot steal first. You cannot steal first base. I will stand by that until my dying day. I mean, this is not me, saying something stupid like, I'm a boomer or something. It's not possible. First free throw's no good. No one can steal first. Oh, my Lord. One more at the line for Grant Williams, and he hits the second to go 1 out of 2. As you can see, it has not been a pretty first half for the Hornets. They trail the Magic by 28 as Orlando has nearly doubled them up. Suggs spots up a right wing three, and he drops it down, and now the Magic have doubled them up, plus some. It is 61-30, an absolute runaway. We talked earlier in this game about a Charlotte team that shoots a lot of threes. On their good nights, they'll make a lot of threes. Orlando's not a team that shoots a lot, but they have made them tonight. Con Knipple is at the free throw line where he hits his first, as there was a delay of game technical foul on Orlando that led to that free throw by Knipple. Magic are 4 out of 10 from 3. Carter's hit a couple, Banchero's hit one, and then that last one by Suggs. Here's Brandon Miller, who's hit 4, and his wraparound pass along the arc deflected and stolen. Wagner with a lob, and Suggs is over the top to slam it down. They've been unstoppable in transition in this game. Miller, reversal along the perimeter. Williams back to Miller, feeds Knipple on the wing, shot fake, comes to the corner, shoots a left corner 3, no. Suggs whips an outlet ahead. Bain, like a knife through butter, right to the rim through the defense to lay it in. 65-31. Knipple again fighting for space, can't find any, has to feed it off to Williams. Williams, top of the key, back to Knipple, fakes a left dart 3, puts it on the deck, drives in, gets behind Suggs, and to the rim Knipple scores. 65-33. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Suggs feeds Banchero, top of the arc, directs traffic with an outstretched right arm. Bullet pass, Banchero to the right corner. Suggs falls into the lane, kicks it back out. Banchero straight on 3, line drive, misses short. Rebound Knipple, outletted James. Quick touch pass, Bridges. Bridges short corner right, goes after Wagner, spins it up on the rim. It pops out. Rebound Magic. Final minute 20 of the first half here. 65-33. Stepping into a 3. Suggs knocks it down! Suggs just comes down the floor and throws it up, and it goes down. A sheet stuffing first half for Suggs. Easy for me to say. 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Knipple for Charlotte up top, screen Miller. Miller rolls, Knipple gets it to him. Miller to the rim, layup blocked by Suggs, who went parachuting in. Banchero the rebound, an outlet up from the foul line, back out. Bain swings it left, Suggs another 3. This time it's an air ball out of bounds to Charlotte with 40 seconds to go. Jalen Suggs doing it all for the Magic. Got the block at the other end, too, on Miller. My goodness. Suggs he's on it right now. Charlotte brings it back into the front court. And LaMelo Ball back on the floor with 3 fouls. Out of the right corner, slashes inside of the rim and lays it in. That's Ball's first points of the game. He was scoreless for the first 23 and a half minutes of the first half. Here come the Magic again. Wagner up top. He'll drive right down the middle. Tried to dump it inside for Banchero. It's knocked away and stolen. Here comes Charlotte in transition. Shot clock turned off here. 10 seconds left first half. Ball in the hands of LaMelo Ball from the right of the midcourt logo. Left-handed dribble. Carter defends. 4 seconds and 3. Ball on the drive. Going to the rim. Layup blocked by Carter. Out of bounds. It stays with Charlotte. Less than a second to go.
We very nearly had an incident up in the scoreboarding department. I was a millisecond from pressing the buzzer. It's fine, Matthew. It's okay.
Inbound coming from underneath with 0.7 of a second to go in the half. Ball looking to get it in. He does. Pull-up jumper left elbow at the buzzer. Goes down for Diabate. And that brings an end to what was a disastrous first half for the Hornets. The Magic are aura harvesting in this first half. They forced 14 Charlotte turnovers. Outscored the Hornets in the paint by a diabolical margin of 38-12. And it's all Orlando, up 31 at halftime in this do-or-die play-in tournament elimination game. Halftime finally in Orlando. The long first half, too, it felt. Magic
this
by
could actually
31.
go down to showdown.
Well, and that would be historic. I have nothing. JT has no scores to share with you because there's no other NBA games. There's no other NHL games.
Which is why
there's no
both of my eyes are on Banana Ball, because this could be going down to showdown, which, by the way, is one batter strikeout.
I will.
Never mind, they're not going to showdown.
Oh, it's over.
Final score. Basically, showdown is one pitcher, one batter, one catcher, and one outside fielder. It's chaotic.
Well, I suppose I can give you Major League Baseball scores, as that's the only other thing going on. Let's see. Final from earlier today in Wrigleyville. The Cubs beating the Mets 12-4. 4-run first inning for the Cubs, who blew away the Mets. That is the only final so far today, as they played a Friday matinee at Wrigley, as they so often do. Games going on as we speak, yes. And
breaking news just in. Final score, Banana Ball, Championship League. Texas Tailgaters win against the Firefighters 4-3. They're going to face the Savannah Bananas for the playoff spot in the Banana Ball Open, presented by Geico.
Of course, of course. Games going on as we speak. Cincinnati and Minnesota scoreless at the end of the third. Orioles and Guardians, bottom of the eighth. Baltimore leads Cleveland 6-4. Atlanta leads Philadelphia in the eighth inning 8-0. Big night for the Braves. They scored 7 runs across the first 3 innings. San Francisco leads in Washington 9-5 in the eighth inning. The Rays in Pittsburgh, they're in the eighth inning, and the Pirates are up 3-1. Royals and Yankees. New York leads 2-1 in the top of the 7th, although the Royals are threatening with 2 on base in the 7th. Brewers lead the Marlins in Miami 4-3. They're in the 7th inning. Bottom of the 7th at Fenway, Tigers and Red Sox have yet to push a run across. In fact, only 5 combined hits in that game. Cardinals and Astros, top of the 3rd in Houston. St. Louis leads 3-0. The Dodgers ahead of the Rockies already 1-0. They are in the 1st. Those are games ongoing, and 4 games have yet to start on the Major League Baseball slate tonight. 9:38 first pitch between the Padres and the Angels in Anaheim. At 9:40, the Rangers in Seattle to take on the Mariners. The Blue Jays are in Arizona tonight to take on the Diamondbacks. That's a 9:40 first pitch. So too is the Athletics hosting the White Sox. That's the Major League Baseball slate tonight. There's a showman of the game. Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be?
They are going to the fans.
Where are they at?
Historic Grayson Stadium in Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
And this is why the company is... Oh, nice graphic. Look at that. Very nice stinger. That's why the company's called Fans First Entertainment, by the way. Because they put the fans first. Yeah.
Really? Is that what that meant?
Believe it or not, yeah. Can you tell which announcer is
Wow.
the Texas Tailgaters announcer and what announcer's the firefighter announcer, by the way?
Yeah, I think I
Can
can
you
tell.
tell?
I think I might be able to snuff that one out.
Yeah. What about the one from yesterday? That is the Spanish broadcast. That won't help. Hold on. This was special yesterday. I think I might have sent this to you. An original Indianapolis
Yes.
Clowns player who
Yes, you
started
did.
his career at Savannah, yes. What part am I even looking for? That's top here. Did they show the guys in the booth? No, they did not. That is embarrassing. Oh, they already uploaded the highlights. That was quick.
Goodness, no kidding.
From the game yesterday.
Oh, I thought that was from the game tonight. I was going to be, my goodness.
No.
Someone is an overachiever.
It normally takes like 2 or 3 days to get them out. Wait. Oh yeah, this was very funny. The guys up in the booth spun a wheel, and whatever the wheel said was the pitch that the pitcher did.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my gosh. The wheel of pitches.
Yeah. Here we go.
This is quite unreal.
Apparently, I pick it now. Awesome. Yeah.
Dear
Yeah.
me.
Incredible scenes. I'm not going to question that thumbnail. Okay. Cosmic Baseball is on at the moment.
Cosmic? What is that?
I don't know.
Other than a
I
hell of a
just-
lot of bright colors.
I believe at one point when it's dark, they turn all of the lights off and it's all glow in the dark.
Oh, jeez. By the way, we've
Yeah.
gotten 356 views on our latest from the TikTok.
Ah, have we? Let me see if I can find find a thing of there. There we go.
Good Lord, what is that score? Wow.
Like, why not? I guess.
I suppose. How in the hell do you score in this game? Because it should not be 21-7.
I don't know, and I don't want to find out.
It's a football score. Yes, you can follow me on the TikTok at Matthew Owens PXP.
Do you know? Do you recognize this place?
Ah, yes.
There you go.
I have become something of a TikTok person now. I did not expect this so late in my life.
I see that Speedworth TV have uploaded Horrendous Crashes Part 5.
Ouch.
And some of them are indeed horrendous.
Oh, gosh. The things that you people do over there are crazy. Why are they just flying in?
You could say a lot of that to America, to stuff that America does, but I will not comment any further.
Well, I've got a comment on the TikTok. It comes from Steven. I also have a new follower, Kaloob.
Oh yeah,
wow.
that was indeed horrendous. Look at this, Matthew.
Oh, up and over. Oh my gosh. Is their mission to kill people? Oh, that was a head-on hit. The wild card final. What the hell?
Basically, the winner of the wild card final gets a wild card into the world final.
Are they driving in mud?
It's concrete, but it's shale on the inside, and well, when it's wet, all of the shale goes onto the concrete, and it just becomes a mud bath. So yeah.
Steven has commented.
Oh,
God. Steven has commented on the TikTok. Answers the bell. This goes hard. I'm hoping that's good. It's good
yes.
that the fact that this goes hard.
Now, I'm not in the mind of banger drivers, but I can tell you this was not in his game plan.
Oh my gosh!
That was not in his game plan.
So how the hell do you win this thing? I mean, it looks like the obstacle is just a crash.
You have to try and survive. Oh, take the tires with you, I guess. That's not ideal. There you go. Now, I was going to go watch stuff turn left on an oval on a Sunday, but I have to stay home for JBM. And believe me, stuff does turn left on an oval here. In the UK, it's just not own. Depending on what formula it is, depends on what way you turn.
Oh, I see that Jackster Fett is on the TikTok.
Matthew.
Yes.
What not to do as a leader of a safety car restart?
Oh no! What in the world? How has he mucked that up? And what the heck are those?
National hot rods, the fastest things on the ovals.
Once again,
over
you're
here.
turning right on ovals, and it's unnatural.
They do quarter miles in like 13 seconds.
It's unnatural.
Oh. Also, each car costs like 20,000, so they take very, very good care of them on the ovals.
I bet.
Really, really good care of them. Definitely. then these are the younger siblings of the national hot rods, the 2 litre hot rods. And then you have the 1 litre hot rods because, well, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, can't park there.
Oh, that looks like a wet track. Oh my gosh!
That was into where all of the safety vehicles are. Look, you've got the recovery and the tractor just there. Yikes! Look out!
Oh, that's Daniel.
This is gonna end badly. I can tell. Because it's Northampton.
Oh! He just got dumped. Kept going.
That was not bad, to be fair. Oh, this is old Northampton. This was Northampton before they built the grandstand and moved the start line. Like, guys, look. Reds are out. Reds are, thank you for stopping.
Oh.
These are tanks on wheels.
It would seem so. Looks like we might be ready for play to restart at long last.
I forget how short the halves are in the NBA.
Yeah, but nothing takes longer than a halftime in a game that has a 31-point margin. Oh
True.
my gosh.
There is that. I pressed the button. Can you reset? Thank you. Oh well, the bonnet. Sorry, I mean hood came off
The
of
bonnet?
that car.
Oh, it's the
The
bonnet.
bonnet.
The bonnet is off. Oh, heavens. Oh, mercy. My crackers. The bonnet is off. That's a good
Just
cracker.
stop
That's
it.
a good race car.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Wow.
right, guys. I know this is the Good Friday Teams meeting, and you're trying. I'm gonna stop because the play awesome. Thanks, NBA.
Second half has started. It was very abrupt as Charlotte has the ball on offense, down by 31 points here. Bridges up top, cuts his way to the right elbow, tries to spin his way against Suggs. Fadeaway jumper off the baseline is good from Bridges, who gets points on Charlotte's first possession. Charlotte shot just 31% from the field in the first half. Orlando is at 62%, and here they are on offense for the first time in the half, the Magic. Wagner at the foul line dumped it out for Suggs. Now it's back for Wagner again. Drives in from the left. Banks it up on the run. It goes down, plus a foul.
Where's my scoreboard? Thank you. Thank you, Prime.
Foul on
That was
Knipple.
perfect timing.
And Wagner with a chance at a three-point play as Orlando comes flying out of the locker room. So Franz Wagner at the free throw line. And he knocks down the and one. 71-39. Hornets back on offense with ball up top. Cuts left, feeds it out on the wing. Knipple steps back straight away. Three over Bain. Skips off the cup, no good. Wagner tapped the rebound into the hands of Carter. And the Magic have it again. Carter's open off left wing. Fakes a three. Centers it up top for Banchero. Banchero a jab step. He'll take a straight on three. Line drive missed short. Repelled off the front of the rim. Met on the rebound by Diabate. Ball into the front court for Charlotte. Gets around Suggs. Drives up the middle. Running floater. Too strong. Whistle blows. Foul is called. It's on the Magic. Foul on the floor against Orlando and Bridges. will shoot free throws. No, he won't. They'll inbound it near side front court, rather. Bridges inbound for Diabate. Up top, handoff Miller. Miller cuts left, flashes it back up top. Bridges, jab step. Drifts right, handoff Miller. Shot clock at 5. Miller accelerates, hooks it into the right corner. Wild three, thrown up by LaMelo Ball. No chance. It's out of bounds off of Wagner, who could not secure the rebound. It'll stay with Charlotte, but that shot never hit the rim from Ball, so the shot clock is at .7. Ball will inbound, and they'll have to get it up straight away. He bullets it in around midcourt, and Bridges. Wow! Oh my goodness! Bridges tosses it in from the midcourt logo. Huh. Greatest thing that's happened to Charlotte all night. Wagner at the other end, in from the left elbow, gets to the rim. Layup no good, but a foul is called. My goodness.
And that deserves a place in the NBA playing tournament one shining moment montage video.
I mean, Ball just rockets that pass out. I mean, that is from one step inside of midcourt. My goodness. What
Someone
a shot.
put wings on that ball.
Wagner at the line. First free throw is good. They're calling that a 34-footer. There's no way that was a 34-footer. That was one step inside of midcourt. That's no. There's no way that's 34 feet. That's more like 45. Wagner, another one at the line, and he hits. Here comes Ball up the floor again for the Hornets. High, hard, left-handed dribble. Across midcourt, feeds Bridges, lofted back for Ball, fakes a three, gets Suggs to fly by. Now Ball gets a clean look and cashes in on a triple. So Charlotte's hit a couple of threes to start this second half, but they are not getting hardly any stops at this end of the floor against the Magic offense. Banchero, top of the key, in for Wagner, driving in, and the layup blocked by Diabate. Swatted out of bounds. It'll stay with Orlando. Shot clock at 12. Diabate with the rejection of Wagner. Suggs will trigger in from underneath. Ball with 3 fouls defending the inbounds pass. Suggs gets it in, outside right. Banchero puts it down, drives at Knipple. Diabate comes to help. Banchero fall away off the glass, no good. Put back by Suggs, went down, and there's also a whistle. And let's see, are they going to count that basket, or was the foul first? Looks like the foul was called first and on the floor, perhaps. Banchero fouled by Diabate. That's not on the floor. That's certainly in the act of shooting, but that tap follow will not count, but Banchero will go to the line. Diabate called for the foul. Banchero rolls that first free throw in. One more for Paolo Banchero, former Rookie of the Year. Did that in the 2022-23 season. Second free throw irons out. Rebound Charlotte as they trail by 29. Ball into the front court. Screen comes Bridges. Ball cuts right. He'll launch another three. This one comes up short. Rebound snagged by Wagner. Magic do not have numbers. Wagner gets into the front court, hits the brakes, now gets inside. Kick out Banchero. Extra feed left wing. Suggs shot fake. No look pass across the floor for Wagner. Whistle. And a 3-second violation called on Orlando's Wendell Carter Jr. It's a Magic turnover. Winner of this game plays top-seeded Detroit in the first round of the playoffs. That series will start on Sunday. Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time in the Motor City. Ball into the front court. Swings it. Diabate up top. Straddles the arc. Handoff Miller. Curls, lobs. It was behind Diabate, who went airborne. Couldn't catch it cleanly. But a foul called on Banchero. Just about 3 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Again, tomorrow the playoffs begins with the Raptors and the Cavaliers at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. You can watch that game on Prime. Then at 3:30, the Timberwolves and the Nuggets. You can watch that game here on this channel, as we'll have a stream of it. Miller the inbound for Ball. Ball up top, trying to dance free from Orlando defenders. In from the right. Hangs in the air on the lane line with a jumper that he knocks down, and a foul is called on Suggs. So Ball, who again went scoreless for the first 23 and a half minutes of the first half before he got a layup with 30 seconds left in the half. He's come out here in this third quarter, and he has 5 points to start this third. 5 points in 3 minutes. Going to the line right here. Trying to complete a three-point play. 3 dribbles of the ball, slight bend of the knees, flick of the wrist, and it is good. 74-48. Suggs will dribble into the front court for the Magic, attacking left to right for Banchero. A strong drive! Oh my goodness! A diabolical one-handed slam by Paolo Banchero. At the other end, ball had it stabbed away out of bounds. It'll stay with Charlotte. Oh, wow. Paolo Banchero erupts and slams it down all over the top of Diabate. Ferocious. Ball at the other end gets tripped. He goes down to the floor. Ball ends up out of bounds. Believe it was tipped out perhaps by Carter. Let's see. Paolo Banchero with an incredible slam. Highlight reel material. My gracious. Teams are going to their benches here. I think we're going to get a timeout. Yeah, timeout taken by Charlotte. They did rule that out of bounds off of Ball. So it is Charlotte turnover and now a Charlotte timeout. As we played about 3.5 minutes in the third quarter, and Orlando's lead is still large at 76-48.
Right. I know this is National Bangers Good Friday teams, and the aim of the game is to be the best team, and that includes taking out other drivers of other teams and disabling their cars. That doesn't mean when a car is rolled, you can go full speed at it. Play the clip. What is happening here? Reds are out anyway. Moving on. Yes. Well done. Well done, official, for telling them to stop. Whether they will listen is a complete different story. This is literally just targeted. Yeah. Right. I can tell you what is happening right here. Stationary car, silver and black, doesn't like blue and red, so we'll do. Wait, no. Blue and red went into the back of silver and black. Silver and black car did not like that. Takes revenge. But now all of the blue and red cars didn't like that this silver and black car went into that red and black car. So now another car will come in, and then of course another silver and black car will get revenge on that car, and then the blue and red car comes in to get revenge for this shot, and then another silver and black car will then see that and then take revenge on that, and then so on. That is basically what happens there. And then someone doesn't like what's happened, and their harness has probably come undone, so then they have to go reds. But yeah, basically what happened is stationary silver and black car, red and blue car went into that car, and then it just everyone taking revenge on each other. That is basically what happened there.
Clearly.
Yeah. And now I bet you it'll happen again. Look, yeah. Wow. Nice one, guys. Really, really mature of you.
Oh, gracious.
Don't get me started on the Civil War, Matthew. Oh boy.
It's
Don't get
basically this,
don't
but
get me
it's
started
North.
on, the Civil
It's
War
North
either.
versus South. Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm I'm of course talking about the Civil War in racing world.
And of course, I'm talking about the Civil War, Oregon versus Oregon State football. Let's see. During that timeout, they have reversed the call, and LaMelo Ball is at the free throw line. They've called a foul on Orlando.
You could have picked any rivalry or any derby, but you decided to pick that one.
That's the one that is called the Civil War in football. So,
Oh, okay.
Second free throw good for Ball. 26-point Orlando lead. As Wagner dribbles into the front court for the Magic, hands off for Desmond Bane. Outside left, centered ball, taking Banchero. Banchero down with a dribble off the top of the arc. Turns to his left on the wing, shoots a three, and cashes in on it. Paulo Banchero has been just about unstoppable tonight. Extends the Magic's lead up to 29. 22 points for Banchero on 9 of 13 shooting. Ball at the other end, and we've got a foul, and it's against Charlotte. Illegal screen. There has been a lot of illegal screens set tonight.
Vandenbrit learns that there's a civil war in the football world, and it's okay. Awesome.
Brandon Miller, the one called for the screen, the illegal screen. So another Charlotte turnover. They have been handicapped by them all night long. Magic with the ball again. Banchero loops a pass into the right quarter. Black drives baseline. Reverse layup won't go. Rebound. Swatted out of bounds, I think, by Diabate, but actually they've called it Charlotte ball. Magic. The Magic want Jamal Mosley to challenge, and Jamal Mosley's thinking, I'm not challenging that, up 29 points in the third quarter. Knippel loops an inbounds pass over the head of the defender Black. Ball receives it in stride, and Ball brings it into the front court. Left-handed dribble, switches to his right, standing on the midcourt logo. High screen Diabate. Ball carves out a lane to his left, puts it on the net, drives. Fadeaway jumper, misses too short. Rebound down to the Magic. Ball got hit up high, there was no whistle. Banchero hooks a pass, cross court. Bane, head fake, left wing, three, open look, no. Rebound Diabate. Outletted Ball. Ball with a long looping pass underneath the basket in transition that was caught and steered up by Bridges. Layup misses. Foul called on Bane, and Bridges will go to the line to shoot two. That was about a 50-foot, 60-foot outlet pass there by Ball. And Bridges with a tough catch. And in the end, a foul called on Desmond Bane. Bane, who went off for 34 points Wednesday night against Philadelphia. Bridges hits the first free throw. He's not done a lot of scoring tonight, Bane, just 9 points. But, of course, Banchero has gone crazy, scoring 22. And they've also gotten double-figure scoring from Carter, Wagner, and Suggs. It's been a much more balanced attack from the Magic here tonight. Bridges with one more free throw here. 82% foul shooter, knocks down the second and goes 2 for 2. 79-52 as we near the midway point of the third quarter. Black across midcourt. Goga Batadze out to set a screen. Batadze receives the pass. Hands off on a weave. Banchero drives again. Strong to the hoop. Puts it up. No, but a foul is called on Bridges. And Banchero, who, as I mentioned earlier, gets to the free throw line more than just about anyone. He shoots the fourth most free throws per game in the NBA. He'll go to the line here. Number 1 overall pick by the Magic in 2022. And they are hopeful that that is a number 1 pick that will totally change the trajectory of this franchise. First free throw is good. They've been in the playoffs the last 2 seasons, looking for a third straight playoff trip. Played a 7-game first-round series against Cleveland 2 years ago, which they lost in 7. Free throw misses. Rebound is out of bounds off Bridges. It'll stay with the Magic. Last year they lost in the first round to Boston. Did Orlando. But there's no doubt about it. This season has underwhelmed for this Magic team, but they could turn it around if they can win tonight, make the playoffs, and try to take down top-seeded Detroit in the first round. Black will inbound in front of the Orlando bench. He does. Outside left on the wing, Banchero shoots it for Bain, top of the circle. Hooked into the near right corner to Silva. Back up top for Bain. Puts it on the deck. Drives against Knippel. Goes to the rim. Kalkbrenner got a piece of it. Batase offensive rebound. He tried to flip it back outside. Kalkbrenner stole it. Outletted far side of the floor. Miller whips it this way in the corner. Knippel aims for 3. Missed it short. Long rebound back to him, and then he dribbled it off his foot, but there's a whistle first. Foul is called. It's on Batase and Orlando. And it'll be free throws for Knippel as the Hornets are in the bonus. Mentioned what a struggle it was for Knippel on Tuesday night. Just 6 points on 2 of 12 shooting. Hits the first free throw there. That gives him 9 points tonight on 3 of 9 shooting, 1 of 5 from 3. Second free throw for Knippel is good. More than likely, he will be the runner-up in MVP voting behind only Cooper Flagg and Dallas. That's more than likely how Rookie of the Year voting will go. Bain into the front court for Orlando. Batase a screen. Bain slips it in the left corner. Banchero fakes the 3 a couple of times. Drives and kicks. Finds an open Da Silva to shoot a corner 3, and he hits it. Tristan Da Silva knocks down the 3 ball. Miller at the other end. Perimeter reversal for Williams. Return for Miller was punched away. Miller got it back. Soars to the rim and lays it in with the left hand. It's 83-56. Orlando again. Da Silva steps into another open 3. This one off right wing, no. Rebound found underneath the basket by Black, who puts it back up and in, and he is fouled as well. And a chance at a 3-point play for Anthony Black. He'll try to push the lead to 30. The foul is on Grant Williams. Da Silva missed it short. And Williams flying in, couldn't get the rebound away from Black. And Anthony Black from Duncanville, Texas, tries to push the lead up to 30 points at the free throw line, which he does. 86-56. Midway through the third. Ball struggling to find space against Black, but he gets it into the front court. Ball drifts left on the perimeter. Between the legs on the dribble, Batase switches out on him. Ball gets by Batase to the rim. Lefty layup off the glass and in for LaMelo Ball, who again just had 2 points in the first half. He's got 10 points here in the third quarter. Banchero gets a high screen from Da Silva. Banchero, middle of the floor, drives, kicks, finds an open shooter out of the corner. That's Black. 3 around the rim, no good. Kalkbrenner picks up the rebound off the floor, leaves it for Miller to bring it ahead. Miller picked up by Black. Left-handed dribble for Brandon Miller. Bounces it to his right. Ball controls. Banchero defends. Ball waves away Miller. Ball isos with Banchero on the outside. Drives by him. Ball inside. Hits the runner. And a foul is called as well. As LaMelo scores yet again. He's got 12 points in this quarter. And he'll go to the line to try to get one more as he hits the driving shot while taking contact from Black. So LaMelo Ball at the free throw line. 6th-year player out of Anaheim, California. Was second in the NBA in made threes this year. He had 272, one shy of his rookie teammate Knippel, as the Hornets had both the number 1 and number 2 guys in total three-pointers made. Ball hits the and one free throw. It's 86-61. Here's Banchero around a screen. A pirouette in the lane. Forces it up. No! Batase is there for a follow jam. Wow. Goga Batadze with a two-handed stuff at the other end. Ball spins away from Banchero. Layup blocked by Batadze. Williams offensive rebound. Staggers into the paint. Lifts it back to the outside for Miller. Shot clock at 6. It never has reset. So Miller from the perimeter puts it on the deck. Drives in the lane. Goes up. Lost it. Ball picks it up. And he just hurls it off the top of the shot clock. And it's a 24-second violation. And another Hornets turnover. How many turnovers is that now for Charlotte? 16. And I feel like 4 have been shot clock violations. Black at the other end for Orlando. Plays catch on the perimeter for Banchero. Jab step off left wing. Gets to the foul line. Pull-up jumper in the mid-range over Williams. No good. De Silva slapping at the rebound. It came out to ball. We've got a whistle. Another foul. A lot of fouls in this game. This one is called against Orlando and Banchero. Both teams are over the limit, so the Hornets will get free throws. Both teams in the bonus with more than 4 minutes left in the quarter. Trying to see where that foul was. I didn't see one. Kalkbrenner is the one at the free throw line for Charlotte, and he knocks down number 1. Magic, as you see, with a large lead. It's been a large lead for most of the night. Up here by 26. Knipple and Miller to the bench for Charlotte. Sion James and Kobe White back in for the Hornets. And Kalkbrenner's second free throw is good, so he hits 2. Banchero will bounce it in for Jamal Cain back on the floor. Back for Banchero, and in the backcourt he leaves it for Wagner. Now for Banchero again off the top of the arc. Williams squares him up defensively. Banchero holds by his left hip. Holds the ball over his head. Entry feed. Left elbow. Wagner. Back down on James. Williams to help. Wagner spins left. Fadeaway jumper. Missed everything. Kalkbrenner got the rebound. Hornet ball. 25 points they trail by. LaMelo ball into the front court. Williams sets a screen and might have gotten hit up high. No whistle. They play on. Ball with Batadze defending. Ball squirts through the traffic. Gets to the rim and, wow, dumped it off for Kalkbrenner, whose layup was swatted out of bounds by Batadze. The 8th block of this game by the Magic. Batadze with a volleyball spike. Possession stays with the Hornets with the shot clock at 7. I believe Kalkbrenner was contesting that ball was on its way down and that the basket should have counted, but they will play it with Charlotte inbounding near side front court. Shot clock at 7. Batadze off his 4th block of the game will go to the bench to get a breather. Carter is back in for the Magic. Inbounded Williams. He aims at a left wing 3. Misses off the heel. Rebound tapped by Wagner into the hands of Banchero. Accelerates into the front court. Stops on the right elbow. Takes on Sion James defensively. Banchero a bat down. Fakes right, goes left. Spins it outside. Wagner on the perimeter. High screen Carter. Wagner got grabbed by White. Threw up a shot, an 18-footer glass and rim miss. And a foul is called against Kobe White. And again, free throws coming. Stanley Cup playoffs begin tomorrow. We'll have a doubleheader of Stanley Cup playoff action for you on the channel. 3 o'clock, game 1 between the Ottawa Senators and the Carolina Hurricanes from Raleigh. And then at 8 o'clock, it's the Keystone Clash. 8th all-time playoff series between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. Game 1 at 8 o'clock tomorrow night in Pittsburgh as the Penguins host the Flyers. First free throw is good. We'll also have NBA playoff action on the channel for you at 3:30. Game 1 between Minnesota and Denver. And at 3 o'clock, the Copa del Rey final as well. Atletico Madrid and Real Sociedad. Wagner misses the second free throw. De Silva snatches an offensive rebound. Back outside, Wagner curls his way inside, dishes it off, and a left baseline drive from Carter, who gets the pass, and he dunks it down. They are abusing some rims tonight, Orlando. Miller and Williams Playing catch on the perimeter. Williams shovels it back to Miller up top. Staggers his way to his left. Cuts back right. Feeds it right. On the wing. Ball. Throws up a three and drains it. And a timeout to be taken by Charlotte again off the LaMelo Ball three. Ball with a 16-point third quarter, but nothing that Charlotte does puts a dent in the margin. It's 91-66. As the Magic still in control here to make it to the playoffs for a third consecutive season. 20 minutes away from the final play-in game out west. Phoenix hosting Golden State. Seth Eves will have the call of that one for you. Tip-off just after 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
Another break. Another JT catches up on horrendous crashes.
No more banana ball, so this is what it...
This is going to be a head-on.
Oh, my gosh. That's what people do on racing video games. They just go the wrong way and slam into everybody.
And now wait for a turquoise car, and now wait for a red and yellow car. And now wait for a turquoise car.
I think you used the right word earlier. This is targeted stuff.
Can you see why a lot of rivalries stem out of this meeting?
Can't imagine why.
Yeah. And now wait for a red and black car. Or a head-on. Yeah, nice one. And now he'll get nailed from behind. Yeah, classic. And yeah. Is it a little bit scary that I'm so used to this that I just know off by heart what is gonna... I did not expect that following. Brisker F1 stock cars. The things that turn left, Matthew.
Hey! Finally turning left. The proper way of going around an oval.
Now that is old Skegness. And you just dumped yourself, mate. 295. Get better.
Better than dumping on yourself.
Oh. Yeah, that's not ideal, is it? Put it out. Someone just flipped themselves on the front straight.
Oh, jeez. Well, hate that this game has not been more competitive. Hopefully,
we're back to turning light again.
Hopefully, the second game between Phoenix and Golden State will be more competitive. But Orlando has done just a terrific job all night long. All gas, no brakes from the Magic.
No, we're back to this again. Here we go. Yeah.
Jeez.
Head on. Yeah. And now here, yeah. That was perfect team. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Sometimes I just ask why, and then I remember that they're banger drivers.
Back underway with under 3 to go.
I should probably scoreboard.
Third quarter. And Desmond Bain handles for Orlando. High screen. Wagner threaded to Wagner. Strong move to the rim. Missed the layup. And in the battle for the rebound, we've got a foul. I mean, the fouls. I do not feel like there's been much rhythm in this game tonight because we have had so many fouls called. That is now the 48th foul of the game. 26 on Charlotte, 22 on Orlando. This one is on Charlotte and on White. It'll be free throws for the German Wagner. And his first foul shot is good. Magic only beat the Hornets one time this season. Charlotte winning 3 of the 4 regular season meetings. And as I mentioned earlier, they were all decided by double digits. All 4 of those games. Wagner rattles home the second free throw. 93-66. As LaMelo, who has 18 points suddenly, he's the leading scorer for Charlotte. 16 of his 18 have come in this quarter. He steps back here and rises for a right wing 3, and he knocks that one down. So Ball rips the cords from downtown, and now 21 points in this game for LaMelo Ball, and 19 have come in this third quarter. That kind of play coming far too late, though, for the Hornets, and another foul here. My Lord. It's on Kobe White, away from the ball. If this result does hold, Orlando will be playing Detroit in the first round. Those two played 4 times this season, and they split those 4 meetings. We had one of those games on the channel, an NBA Cup game that the Magic beat the Pistons on the road 112-109. That put Orlando through into the knockout round of the NBA Cup. They ended up making the semifinals. Wagner hits the first free throw. JT, the NBA Cup feels like forever ago.
When even was that again?
I don't know. It feels like such a long time ago. So we did that Pistons Magic NBA Cup game. That was
so last year.
That was November 28th was that one. And we did that game, Detroit and Orlando. As the second free throw is missed. Charlotte with the rebound. They trail by 25, and Ball and De Silva get tangled up on the outside. Foul on De Silva. Free throws coming up for Ball. Both teams have been in the bonus in this quarter for what feels like an absolute age. And Ball will shoot at the line. Ball's free throw is good. Good free throw shooter is Ball, 90% on the season. Despite his tough shooting on Tuesday night, he was 12 of 31 from the field and 2 of 16 from 3. Despite that, scored 30 points against the Heat. His 9th 30-point game of the season. And he might get 30 tonight the way he's going, as he knocks down both free throws. He is now up to 23 to lead all Hornets. 100 seconds left in the third quarter. Bain into the front court, jousting with Knipple. Bain puts it on the net, drives at Knipple, running layup, misses. Williams pulls away the rebound for Charlotte, and Ball will flash forward into the front court. Left-handed dribble, switches to his right. Bain goes right at him and steals it. Ball dives on the floor to try to get it back. Whistle blows. Foul is called on Ball after Bain got the steal. And it's the 4th foul on LaMelo Ball. It's one thing that doesn't get talked about with Desmond Bain. He was, all the talk when they brought him over from Memphis was about how they wanted Bain to make this a better 3-point shooting team, but he's a good defender too. He'll go to the line here. 34 points against Philadelphia Wednesday night for Desmond Bain was his 13th 30-point performance of the year. He hits the first free throw here. Hasn't had to do nearly as much scoring tonight. That gives him 10 points. That puts all 5 Orlando starters into double figures, by the way, tonight. Banchero with 23, Wagner and Carter 14, Suggs 12, and now Bain at 10. And he tacks on an 11th point as he hits the second free throw. 96-71. About a minute to go in the third quarter. LaMelo Ball takes on Jamal Cain defensively. Knipple a screen. Ball a reversal. Cranks a pass to the left wing. Miller into the corner. Diabate. Return for Miller. Threaded back for Diabate. That's broken up. Stolen by Orlando. De Silva slips it ahead. Wagner a lob. Cain with a flush. The Magic have been terrific in transition all night long. Unstoppable in transition tonight. This Orlando team. Goodness. Wow. Here comes ball back into the front court again. All Magic here tonight as ball with a reversal feeds Miller. He shoots a right wing three, misses. Rebound lassoed in by De Silva. He leads it ahead. Wagner behind the defense. He throws it down. Another transition, too. And Orlando strikes the triple-digit mark before the third quarter ends. Ball just hurls up a long, long three that misses. Rebound Magic. 29-point Orlando lead. Bain into the front court with Miller defending. De Silva screens. Bain drifts right. Knipple defends. Shot clock at 7. Bain a drive to the rim. Layup blocked by Diabate, who recovers the loose ball. Bridges charges ahead. Bridges splits through two defenders. Goes to the rim. Cranks it outside Knipple. Head fake. Drives a closeout. Kicks left corner. Bridges open look at a three. That misfires. Bataze had the rebound, and then he got bumped from behind by Miller. And just for good measure in a game that has seen far too many fouls, one more gets called with 1.4 seconds left in the quarter. Sure. Why not?
Another one.
So free throws with 1 4/10 seconds left here in the quarter for Orlando. This foul was... Who was it on? It was on Diabate.
Who?
Bataze hits the first free throw. 30-point game. It's a 30-point ball game.
That is one good thing that us Brits are good at whenever they are calling a substitute of a soccer match, or every single time someone mentions a name, it's the Brits running joke just to go, who?
One more for Bataze. And he knocks down the second. Bridges will inbound it. Miller will heave it up. 70-footer at the buzzer. Well short. 31-point game going to the money quarter. And it feels like all the money's been paid out in this one. Wow. What more can you say? Just wow.
I can say that it's time for more horrendous crashes.
He was so looking forward to the quarter ending on that.
Okay, you are in a prime position to get nailed on the front bumper. And that's a rollover.
That's what many people do on a Friday or Saturday night, get in prime position to get nailed.
Yeah, this is the annual Good Friday meeting. That is a teenager rolling over a car. Maybe not even a teenager. Yep, nice one. These are 11 to 16-year-olds in these. These are adults messing around. Got it. Yep, nice one. Since this video is recorded, this stadium has been burnt down and rebuilt. By the way, fun fact. Oh, and yep, let's ride the wall, because why not? And let's very nearly take out the starter in the process. Nice one, guys. Well done. Okay. That was a bit unnecessary, wasn't it? That was harsh. Harsh but fair, and then you're going to get nailed. Yep. Then someone else is going to come. Never mind. A rare appearance from the junior productions, which are doing junior things and crashing. This is amazing commentary. Green flag is out, and it's time to drop the car into the wall. Ah, yes, the stock rods. Because we don't have enough hot rod formulas in the UK. Oh, that was close. That was a follow-in, and you should know that follow-ins are illegal in rookie bangers.
Oh.
You probably have a ban now,
Oh.
and you just got collected. Austin Cindric just got collected there. I don't I don't know how to explain that one. That was yeah. That was a little. Oh, okay. That was a driver door hit. Naughty.
Naughty.
But he presses on like a lean nail because he's still going.
Naughty, naughty, naughty.
Oh no, Gregson gets spun out by 3 Austin Dillons, sir. The number was 333, hence. Okay.
Fourth quarter begins here in Orlando.
Oh, yeah. There is a basketball game going on.
And Wagner goes right to work. And off the right baseline, he bounces one in off the glass. Here's Charlotte at the other end. Kobe White snakes his way inside. Misses a runner. Kalkbrenner's putback rolled off the left side of the rim and would not fall. Rebound to the Magic. 10 straight points to Orlando. And we've got a foul. And it's an offensive foul against the Magic away from the ball. It's on Suggs. Phoenix and Golden State to get started on this channel in just a few minutes. This game has obviously gone very long because we've had multiple stoppages. So we've had tons of fouls, couple of reviews. Always great to see in a game that has been a runaway from the word go. Bridges pitches a pass outside. 3 lined up and missed short by Knipple. Rebound Wagner. Taken up the floor by Black. Screen comes from Wagner up top. Black gets it to him. Wagner dribbles top of the circle. Handoff Bain. Steps back. Straight away 3. Misses too strong. Rebound taken by Josh Green and Charlotte. Knipple. Diagonal outlet. Far right side of the floor. Kobe White hits the accelerator. Gets to the rim. Up and under. Lost it out of bounds. And a turnover by the Hornets. They've had them all night long. 19 Charlotte turnovers now. And on the previous 18 turnovers, the Magic have scored 26 points off of them. Back forward come the Magic again from our left to our right. Blue uniforms, white numbers, black trim. Foul called. Good gracious. What a mess. This has not been a pretty game, JT. It just...
You get a foul, you get a foul, everyone gets a foul.
It's just not been pretty. Orlando the inbound. Banchero has it outside left. Interesting that he's still in this game. Up the middle at the foul line, stops. Flips it short corner left. Jumper by Black misses. Offensive rebound, Bataze. On the right block, spinning on James. Flips it cross court. Black, left corner 3. Hoisted. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Charlotte. And here come the Hornets. And flying to the basket, Bridges on a drive-in from the right draws a foul. And Bridges will shoot at the line. Yeah, we could very well be ending up at about 60 or 65 total fouls called in this game, the way we're going. I mean, this is... Whew, has not been the cleanest played game in the world. Bridges at the line, able to hit 104 to 73. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Magic 10 minutes away from a trip to the playoffs for a third straight year. Banchero lines up a straightaway three, skips off the cup, no good. Put back would not go, but a foul is called on Charlotte. Why wouldn't a foul be called, JT?
And here we have the 1 millionth foul in this game.
Inbound far side front court. Black into Bataze. Shovels it on the right wing for Bain. Bain defended by Green, and Bain shoots a three over him off the heel. Offensive rebound. Bataze, foul, however, is called on Bataze.
And JT enters his David Attenborough voice. And here we have a more common sight now over the years, after breeding has taken place in the wild. The more common foul.
Warriors and Suns, by the way, Prime has just told us tip time is 10:17 p.m. Eastern Time. That is 16 minutes from right now, as Kobe White has the ball on the outside for Charlotte. Bounce pass to his left. Bridges backs his way in on Black, spins left. Carter's there to help. Bridges slides by him, gets to the rim, missed the layup. Bain with the rebound, and the Magic with possession of it again. Carter fakes the three, now gives to Banchero up top. Screen comes. Banchero off the right elbow, snakes his way in, gets attacked by Kalkbrenner on his way to the rim. Foul is called. Oh, and I see that Seth has just gone live with Golden State and Phoenix. He's going to love the idea that he has to wait 17 minutes for the game to start.
Matthew, if you like it, then you should call a foul. Magic free throw.
That is good.
Banchero with his 24th point of the night now will go to the line for one more. And he hits the second, 106-73. Somehow we still have 9 minutes left in this game.
I want to go to sleep.
I'm live in 6 hours.
White off the baseline, kicks left corner. Clean look at a three, misses badly from Sion James. Orlando in transition again, where they have been unbelievable in this game. Long pass ahead to Bain. His layup swirled in, but I think they've waved it off. The ball was still on the rim, and Tristan Da Silva came flying in. And I think... Oh, well, I have no idea. I don't know why the basket didn't count. It just doesn't, okay? Kobe White into the front court for Charlotte. Gives it to Kalkbrenner as he toes the arc straight away. Feeds it left. James muscles his way inside. Brings it back to the perimeter. Drifting back in the left corner. Drives at the baseline. Throws up a lob. Kalkbrenner didn't have a chance in hell to catch that. Banchero knocks it away. Da Silva with the steal. In transition, Banchero loses it on the floor. Kalkbrenner has the steal. Now we're getting into real stupid time here, as there's a no-look pass. Saloun on the drive, kick up top. James lines up a straight-on three. That's no good. Foul going for the rebound. It's against Carter and Orlando. The players don't care anymore. They're showing that to you by the way they're playing with these lackadaisical shots and everything else. So if the players don't care anymore, why are you continuing to call fouls? Oh my God. Inbound to White. He'll drive up the middle. Euros to the rim. Lays it in. 106-75. I'm not good at math, but I can do that math. That's a big lead. Magic ball. Banchero shoots a pass to the right corner. Black hoists up a three, misses too strong. I have no idea why Banchero is still in this game. Jamal Mosley might, want to think about that. Here's White charging and filtering a pass into the left corner. Salon draws the left baseline, kicks right corner, open look at a three. James gets that to drop. Sion James with a three-point hit out of the corner pocket. Orlando lets the ball roll before Black picks it up on the inbound, then tosses it across the width of the court to Bain, picked up by Green, screen Carter, flipped into the right corner. Black, shoveled back Banchero, Kalkbrenner defends. Banchero mid-range jumper right of the lane, no good. Tap follow, Black wouldn't go. Carter gets it back and slams it down. Oof. Bruises the rim. Does Wendell Carter. Sion James up top, blitzed with a double. Kicks it into the left corner. Salon drives, slapped away by De Silva. Foul is called. Timeout on the floor with 6:37 left. Mercifully, this game will soon be over. It is 108-78. Orlando. JT, what are you going live with on JBM tomorrow? What's your full day looking like?
British Touring Cars Championship from 3:30. Wait, no, so 3 a.m. Eastern. No, 4 a.m. Eastern. Maths. From 4 a.m. Eastern to 1:30 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah, it's a long one. And then, as I need to get the schedule up so I actually know, yay. That is with JB trackside, by the way, so I have to deal with JB at a trackside. Help me. And then at 9 p.m, so 4 p.m. Eastern, I've got NASCAR practice and qualifying. And then straight after that, I've got the O'Reilly race. Which you're not joining me for because you're going to be on whatever you're on. You are on Stanley Cup and NBA.
So many of those O'Reilly races start so late.
Tell me about it. I want to go to sleep. So, I didn't realise they did this. Drifting on Long Beach IndyCar weekend.
Oh, really?
I know they did. I know Formula Drift is always there the week before, but I've never seen them actually drift on IndyCar weekend before. Doesn't that destroy the track? I'm not going to question it. I'm just not. In fact, I'm not even going to question it. I'm going to go back to what I'm safe with and what I'm happy with. Horrendous crashes.
That is a very messed up people carrier, and now you're gonna come in and make it even more messed up. Oh, beautiful! Look at that.
I've got Mexican
Nice.
food sitting in the other room just begging to be eaten.
Ah,
I still have some Sunny D next to me.
I've got 2 beef chimichangas and bean dip. Please get this game over.
I've got Sunny D here, and I've got Gatorade in the fridge, and I've got Japanese Coca-Cola.
Well, I was just going to say, after this day and after this game, I'm going to need a Coke.
Why is Sunny D so sweet?
I am not a Sunny D connoisseur, so I don't know what it tastes like.
oh, yeah, that is horrendous.
Oh, you don't like it?
No, the crash.
Oh. I thought you meant the Sunny D.
Matthew, this is indeed a horrendous crash. Ready?
Oh.
Yeah.
Goodness. kills a man.
Back to the game. Yeah.
Game that has been well decided. In the final 6.5 minutes, Charlotte on the inbound. Sion James. Entry feed on the left elbow, flipped back out to him. James 3 misses. Xavier Tillman Sr. has checked into the game for Charlotte. And the Magic bring it back. Why is Banchero still on the floor? Oh my God. Banchero and Bain and Carter and Black are all still in. That is unbelievable. Bain with a drive, and he lays it in. And here comes Josh Green the other way for Charlotte. Swipes right, feeds it up the middle. Salon for 3. That's no good. Tillman trying to track down the offensive rebound. He does. Shoots it cross court, and they find Green wide open in the right corner. And that 3 also spins off the rim. Carter rebounds. And we've got a timeout taken by Orlando. And this will finally allow them to the chance to get Carter and Bain and Black and Banchero off the floor. I don't know why they needed to call a special timeout for that. They could have just done that during the last TV timeout. Now we have to sit through another timeout. Thanks for nothing, Jamal Mosley.
It means we get to sit through some more horrendous clashes, Matthew. which I've only got 10 seconds left of.
Ah.
And that's the end. Wow.
And that's the end. So we
That's
don't even
the
have
end.
that to look forward to during these timeouts.
Hold on, let me go. Good, I don't need to sign in again. What do I get? Ah, yes. Matthew,
Yeah.
if you think we're crazy, you've not seen this before.
Oh my God. What in the world? Oh, what are we watching?
And it is figure of 8.
Of course it is.
And this driver just decides to ignore the figure of 8.
Yeah, I sure did. Like, no, I think this is a 0.
Oh.
Oh! That thing just came apart like it went through a can opener.
No.
Oh!
Come on.
What?
Someone hit in the middle. Here we go. Ready?
Oh my
Oh.
God. Oh my gosh! No. This cannot be real.
The American mind cannot comprehend this.
That is, wow.
You can see that you can see here that the starter has vacated his rostrum as he knows that he is in the firing line. Yeah, it gets messy.
That's an understatement.
Because I'm still messy.
Golden State and Phoenix tip off just a couple minutes away for the Warriors and the Suns.
They do have a 75 lapper, by the way.
Oh, jeez.
Over here.
Of course they do. Sure.
It only happens it only happens once a year, but we do have our biggest race is a 75 lapper.
Orlando inbounding
Back to the game.
as we're about to wrap this one up over the last 5.5 minutes. Magic shooting 50% from the field in this game, and they have gone deep into the bench. Anthony Black still on the floor, feeds it out into the right corner. Jace Richardson bounces it up top. Jet Howard with 2 to shoot, drives the lane, gets to the rim, reverse layup misses. Xavier Tillman Sr. for Charlotte with the rebound, ahead for Pat Connaughton, 11-year veteran out of Notre Dame, and he gets to the rim and lays it in. Connaughton for Charlotte at the other end. Noah Penda wearing the number 93. Butterknifes his way to the rim. Rookie from France with a lay-in. He was a second-round pick in the draft last year by Boston. Drive up the middle by Trey Mann of Charlotte. Wrapped back outside. Salon drives up the middle, banks it up. No, draws a foul on Jet Howard, the son of Jawan Howard, NBA champion with Miami. How about that 93 number, Noah Penda? 93, I say. First free throw is good. Speaking of players from France, that's where Salon is from, and he misses the second free throw, gets his own rebound, turns it back outside. Man launches a straight-on 3, way out, missed it deep. Rebound to Richardson, and the Magic bring it up the floor with 4.5 minutes to go. Anthony Black takes a high screen from Mo Wagner. Black will drive his way inside, corkscrews to the rim and lays it in off glass. 114-81. Trey Mann, 5th-year player out of the University of Florida. Short corner right, wrap back up high. Liam McNeely, a rookie out of UConn. Back up top for a drive-in by Connaughton. Kicks left corner, and Salon's there to hit a 3. Corner pocket hit for the 6'10 Frenchman. Black flashes ahead for Orlando. Top of the circle, spins it outside. Howard, clean look at a 3, swirling miss. Rebound snatched by Connaughton. Margin is 30. Connaughton into the front court, feeds Salon again. Connaughton a back screen. Salon, good spin move. Kick right corner, Tillman catches, drives the baseline against Black. Size advantage for Tillman, leans in. And the 27-year-old out of Michigan State banks it up and in. 3.5 minutes to go. Black again for Orlando. Dribbles right-handed, off left wing, screen Howard, who gets it top of the circle. McNeely stabs it away. Salon the steal. Ahead for McNeely in transition. He'll softly slam it down. Liam McNeely, who averaged 12 minutes a game off the bench in his 31 appearances with the Hornets this season. Penda, hard right-handed dribble. Centered ball for Black. Out comes Howard. Black holds on. Howard a screen. Now he finds Howard off the left wing. Filtered into the left corner. Richardson kicks it up top. Mo Wagner straight on 3. Misses too strong. Rebound Charlotte. Hornets ball. Outside right, McNeely on the deck. Drives, whips it. Left corner. Extra feed. Finds man. Open left wing 3. Halfway down, popped out. Rebound off the floor, Richardson. Guns a bounce pass in transition, threading it to Penda, who got behind the defense, and he dunks it down. And Jace Richardson commits an intentional foul on Trey Mann for reasons known only to him. Why did he do that? We did not need another whistle in this game, believe me. Anthony Black will go to the bench now for the Magic. Free throws for Mann. He's able to hit the first. The substitution for Black is Javon Carter out of West Virginia. And Mann's second free throw is good. 116-90. Carter into the front court for Orlando with about 2 minutes to go. Mo Wagner, top of the arc, leaves it. Richardson drives, kicks it out, up for 3. Jet Howard knocks that one down. Number 11 overall pick by the Magic in 2023. Here's Trey Mann cutting out to his right. On the elbow, backpedals to the perimeter. Mann crossover dribble against Wagner in the lane. Cranks it out to the left corner. Catch and shoot three won't fall for Connaughton. Rebound found by Wagner, who faked a football pass. Pinda instead grabbed it. Now Wagner leaves it in the near right corner for Richardson. Back inside, Wagner. Backs in on Connaughton, turns around him. Wagner to the rim, draws a crowd, kick out, Pinda. Extra pass, Howard, off left wing, drives in, shovels it out. Carter with a behind-the-shoulder hook feed was knocked out of bounds by Tillman. Orlando keeps possession with the shot clock at 4. Carter to trigger in. Looks to his left, looks to his right, struggling to find anyone. Now lofts it into the paint. Wagner catches, turns left, fadeaway jumper off one leg, no good. Rebound to Connaughton. Slipped ahead in transition, Mann. Stabbed it forward, Salon. Euros into the lane, hooks it up right-handed around the rim, no. Rebound, Howard. Minute 15 left. Howard into the front court to our right. Loops it inside. Pinda catches, turns, kicks it out. Extra feed into the left corner by Carter. Finds an open shooter. Richardson misses that. Rebound Charlotte. 1 minute to go. Charlotte's season will come to an end. It will be just shy of making the playoffs. And they will go into next year having missed the playoffs in 11 straight seasons. Salon misses a runner off glass. Long feed ahead by Wagner. Deflected by Mann. Recovered by Richardson, who goes to the rim and lays it in. Finger roll layup with 39 seconds left. But certainly a season for Charles Lee and the Hornets to build on for sure. They really ignited the basketball fans in Charlotte and the Hive this year. As that three launched by Mann misses, they ended up going 34-16 was their record after the calendar flipped to 2026 to make the play-in. Obviously a disappointing. And why in the hell did Salon just foul? Oh, my God. "13 seconds left."
They do realise they could have just held the ball, right?
I mean, yeah. What the hell is the UK Prime showing right now? What in the world was that? Orlando inbounds. Noah Pinda will hold onto the ball and dribble out the final seconds. And Orlando survives the play-in. And they go from play-in to play-off. And they will battle top-seeded Detroit in a best-of-7 series starting Sunday evening. The Magic are into the playoffs for the third year in a row. And for the second year in a row, they worked their way through the play-in into the main playoff bracket. It was Orlando right from the jump in this one tonight. It was not competitive, really, from the word go. As the Magic jumped the Hornets early, they led by 22 at the end of the first quarter. They end up winning by 31, 121-90 is the final score. And now on this channel, the second half of our NBA play-in tournament doubleheader, the Golden State Warriors and the Phoenix Suns. Seth Eves has the call, and we'll see you tomorrow for what will be just a ridiculously loaded day. Copa del Rey final, Stanley Cup playoff, 2 Stanley Cup playoff games, 1 NBA playoff game. We'll have it for you here on the channel tomorrow. But for now, I'll send you over to Seth Eves in Phoenix, where the Suns are off to a hot start. They lead the Warriors 13-2. Seth will take you through the rest of that one, and by the end of that game, the